is there we friendship go done? Cause I'm not going down there tonight. No, I'm not going down there tonight. Girl, you could try and try, but you tell a lie if you think I'm going down there tonight. If you want me stand tall, me back up against the wall. If you want me to brace while you belt in your waist, if you want me gyrate, girl, I won't hesitate. But please don't ask me to bend, or relations will have to end. Cause I'm not going down there tonight. No, I'm not going down there tonight. Girl, you could try and try, but you tell a lie if you think I'm going down there tonight. No, you see, things going good all the time. Now you want me go down? Well, here we're going on. This is the situation. Woman, my problem with you is what you want me to do. Whining down on the floor, 3, 4, 5 times and more. Like you want me back break, but you make a mistake. One thing I have to say, rude boy, now go down there. Cause I'm not going down there tonight. No, I'm not going down there tonight. Girl, you could try and try, but you tell a lie if you think I'm going down there tonight. Now you start to get vexed, cause I just want to flex. Now you're turning your face, I find you out of place. Girl, I don't understand why you're forcing my hand. Why you want me to do what I don't want to do. If you want me to dance, I'm willing to take a chance. If you want me to whine, jam on you from behind. If you want me to groove, girl, I know how to move. But please don't ask me to bend, or relations will have to end. Cause I'm not going down there tonight. No, 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 I'm not going down there tonight. Girl, you could try and try, but you tell a lie if you think I'm going down there tonight.
I definitely going down there tonight because I know Vamani music. And if you think this 20-year celebration is not going to be crazy, you're mad. Don't forget, all right? Friday, guys, the 28th of May. Vamani's going to be celebrating 20 years of raga and soca in fine style at the, let me make sure I get it right, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel. All right, they're going to be having guest appearance from Luther, Fire Empress, Madza, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny, Rebel, Keto, and more. Dinner and show, dance, VIP tickets $200 for all that. Semi-inclusive VIP $150, general entry tickets $60. Remember, you can get your tickets from Career City Store, Shmoo Juice Bar. And the event is sponsored by Bank of SVG, National Property, CDC, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Standard Shippers, Geku, Careers Hazels, Careers Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 1069. So get your tickets today if you want to go down there tonight. We're going down at beach at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
my best. And I was dressed to impress. And they call me Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. All the ladies love to see me when I step out at night. In my custom-made attire, it does be quite a sight. I can hear them whispering when I'm walking with my cane. Well, they can't concealing an umbrella just in case it rain. And they call me Saga Boy. Yes, Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. When I step in the vet, have a mint on my breath. When I reach by the bar, pour me drink in a glass. And they call me Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. All the men them get jealous when they see me with my girls. I'm fluent in many languages all across the world. Any shoes I wear must have me standing at 6 feet tall. And my cell phone always busy from me long distance calls. Call me Saga Boy. Yes, Saga Boy. Saga Boy. Saga Boy. I'm working in West Virginia all night on a sugar plantation. In West Virginia.
This is Flight 1069, Destination Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca Team.
I'm working in West Virginia all night on a sugar plantation. In West Virginia. My boss is a hot and pasta. She don't want me break till morning come. This boss is a West, so she complain. But I tell she again, I work out for my pay. Sweet is my middle name. No, don't be cruel. I am a new recruit, but I can use my tool. Wait till you taste my kin. Then she say, give it to me, sugar, sugar. 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 Sweetness, I cut and get she. Sweetness, I slice and get she. Sweetness, I walk and get she. Sweetness, me sugar too. Sweetness, I cut and get she. Sweetness, I slice and get she. Sweetness, I walk and get she. Sweetness, me sugar too. What you want it? Sweetness. Écoutez, écoutez. Bonjour madame. Pardon s'il vous plaît. It seems you need a gardener. Your vines are growing and making working harder. Before I leave you tonight, if I may be so polite to offer my services, 'cause it would be such a delight to prune your bush, your bush, your bush. Let me prune your bush, your bush, your bush. Oh, your bush, your bush, your bush. I'll prune your bush, your bush, your bush. Your chrysanthemums are reaching ever further. Your fence on the run, encroaching on your neighbor. I'm sure that you're pressed for time, so if you let me be kind enough to lend you a hand, 'cause you know it gives me delight to prune your bush, your bush, your bush. Let me prune your bush, your bush, your bush. Ah, your bush, your bush, your bush.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069. Mission, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival. Soca Aviation regulations requires that you fet with Soca Team for the duration of this flight.
Well, this is Cap in this thing, man, on the Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team. Real steel.
Hello. Well, they done know the boy Casper G on Flight 1069. Boom Soca Team. Don't play with it.
And the shouting, hey,
Dicey call, Flight 1069, boom, soca team, destination Vincy Mas. Hey, tell them chemistry, let go the gas mask.
Once again, welcome on board and enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca team.
I miss the days we used to roam. Once party keep, we never home. No matter where, in sun or rain, we there, we there, we there. Nostalgia kicking in. Can't wait till the day I step inside another fete. Throw all of me worries away. Liquor in my brain. Cannot wait for the day that we go outside. Vibes, right? I go into my gallery. Can't wait till the day I see the gal wine she, fine she, act she, spine she, bending up in front of me. Cannot wait till the day that we go outside. Yeah, say that we go outside. Yeah, say when we go outside, vibes right, like into my gallery. Cannot wait till the day I see. It took to me heart, never know that fat life would have go depart. See me there, I hope and I pray that the flight get delayed. Hope you come back soon one day and we go outside. Vibes, right, yeah. Cannot wait till the day that we go outside. Vibes, right, I go into my gallery. Can't wait till the day I see the gal wine she, fine she, act she, spine she, bending up in front of me. Bend up in front of me.
One jump, one jam. Right away, scalp and right over. 2, 3, 4 rounds. Tell them we go for a hangover. The whole party in a mess right now. Drinks in my head, vibes nice as me and my friends them outside right now. We on the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Up the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy, happy vibes, yeah, yeah, yeah. On the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Up the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's all up your vibes right now. We bring the vibes, yeah, yeah, we bring the vibes. It's we who make the party nice. Don't turn up and realize we're run things. We bring the vibes, yeah, yeah, we bring the vibes. It's we who make the party nice. Don't turn up and realize we're run things. Start to wine, drink if you drink it. We on the vibes, leave if you sleeping. Y'all check behind. Lower if you cheating. It's run beating, no sleeping all weekend. Y'all roll my mama, get through the unbelievable liquor. Take jam, one we touch road, let's turn over. The whole party in a mess right now. Nothing but love in the atmosphere, no time for bad vibes. It's on the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Up the vibes, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy, happy.
Destination Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca team.
Spice it up, baby, spice it up. Boy, come and give me all, 'cause tonight I'm feeling some fall. Spice it up, baby, spice it up. Hurry up and you stick when you come and walk without whip. Come on, yeah. Rough me up, boy, jam me. Rough me up, boy, give me. Rough me up, boy, hold me. Rough me up, rough me up, boy, jam me. Rough me up, boy, give me. Rough me up, boy, hold me. Rough me up.
Destination Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca team.
Welcome aboard Flight 1069. Good morning to you. Good morning, Cedric. Good morning to you, Mary, Bert, highly favored child, Bernadette, and all you guys coming through on the live Good morning, good morning, good morning. Remember to share the live as you come through. Share the live. We want to share all the goodness this morning. Yeah. Let's make it contagious. Remember, if you want to be a part of the Boom family, all you got to do is like, subscribe. Subscribe first. We want to like first or subscribe. Here we go. Click the notification bell. Like, subscribe, do everything. Everything. Alrighty. Real quick, I want to remind you guys that we are going through a drought period right now, and you need to conserve water. Of course, the CW said that there are going to be disruptions from time to time in various parts of SVG, and it's basically to make sure everybody get water.
Like Saturday?
I didn't experience any, so thank God. Our time would come.
Current and water.
You're joking me.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been hard. Real hard, boy. Well, it was Sunday, so it probably didn't have any. Saturday. Yeah, that was messed up. I'm sure you had plans that would hindered, but knowing you probably
unconsciously go into the pipe every minute.
That's why we have wipes.
Yeah, wipes.
Wipe off.
Good thing I have wipes.
But you don't have a tank. You don't have a tank or water stored.
Yeah, we have water.
Okay.
We normally have water stored.
Yeah, definitely. If you don't have a tank, you need to get one, or try to make sure you get a big drum. Construct something to help you conserve water. Yes. All right. So we have a kind of a surprise for you. But should I reveal the surprise, or the surprise will just play itself out? Shady? Never. We're going to let you get surprised. We want to hear your feedback, guys. This monkeypox thing it sounds like it's threatening. It sounds like it's close. And I don't want to hype it up too much, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, as we get more information on it, we'll give it to you. And let you know what exactly is going on. I don't know what to do.
This is Flight 1069, Destination Vincy Mouse with the Boom Soca Team.
You want me sugar daddy? Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Sugar daddy. Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Sugar daddy. Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Of course you're wine and sweet. Sugar daddy.
your favorite soca artists, performing live in concert and streaming live every afternoon.
It's the whining queen of the soca. Everybody want come hold her. Whining queen of the soca. Lord, she want me up. Check on out, winding up the body, want me up. Check on out, bouncing up the body, want me up. Check on out, winding up the body, want me up. Check on out, bouncing up the bum bum. Head, shoulder, knees, move over, let her breathe. She ain't nothing easy, so get ready for the teacher. Lights on flick for the camera, crowd of people front and center. The video man not shaking enough, he ain't seen none yet. She only want me up. Check on out, winding up the body, want me up. Check on out, bouncing up the body, want me up. Check on out, winding up the body, want me up. Check on out, bouncing up the bum bum. Well, all she need is soca. She don't need no older. When she start to broke it down, the whole party turn over. One look to the left like ready. Backside nice and heavy. Bounce it, bounce it. She just stick, oh, girl keep on warming up. Check on out, winding up the body, warm me up. Check on out, bouncing up the body, warm me up. Check on out, winding up the body, warm me up. Check on out, bouncing up the bum bum. Body goes, she a knees, she a pass. If you know, then you know. Body clean, body on. Body goes, she a knees, she a pass. If you know, then you know. Wait, come and let me ask you a question, darling. I like how your backside falling. You come like rain in the morning.
Get on board with the Boom Soca team on Flight 1069.
Good morning to you, SVG. Good morning to the Boom Soca team. Good morning to you, Jill.
Morning.
Shady. How you doing, SVG? Good morning to you. Good morning to you, world. Jill, it's nice to have you on the OMG in the morning.
Is it though?
What?
Is it?
Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me?
so nice.
It is absolutely gorgeous to have you here this morning.
If you say so. If you say so.
Guys, I must apologize for not being here for the past 10 days or so. Thereabouts, yeah? 10 weekdays. Yo, I had a serious flu that's been going around. And, whoa.
Monkeypox?
No. No monkey nothing here. No monkey nothing here. So must apologize to the listeners that have been absent for that time. But I'm here, I'm back, I'm doing well now, and I'm good to go. Jill, you've been talking about monkeypox a while ago, Jill. What's the info on that?
Oh my gosh. I don't even, listen, I am so, I don't want to say scared about it, but I'm telling you, it's drawing closer and closer and closer. Hopefully it doesn't get here, but I hear it's in Trinidad.
It is?
I heard there was a case in Trinidad, so I don't know, it's gonna be here in a little bit.
Okay. Well, at some point in the morning, we're gonna, for those of you who haven't heard about monkeypox, we're gonna tell you more about that, what exactly it is.
Signs and symptoms.
Yes. Yeah. And is it one of these things that's coming along right after COVID? I know there are persons who are very skeptical about these venereal diseases that's popping up in the world. So we're going to discuss that a little bit more, hopefully, during the course of the morning. But we got concert coming up at 7:45 this morning. And that will be followed by Mr. Weeks at 8:30 this morning. Then we got Dr. Richards later on in the morning at 9:45. So we got a packed morning for you this morning right here on OMG in the morning. Where's my camera? I'm not seeing myself. What's going on here?
You're there.
I'm here. Okay,
Yes.
Let me see which one of them. Which one? No, it's not that.
You need help?
Where is that? How can I find that? Yep, got me. Thank you very much, Jill. Thank you very much. Hey, last Friday, by the way, we into 100% soca, in case you didn't know. Now you know. Yeah. We flight 106.9 and we land into SVG, bringing soca to you. Vincy Mas to you. All right. Last Friday, Jill, I want to commend the GHS for organizing an absolute marvelous event.
Definitely.
An absolute absolutely great idea. And I'm going to talk to all the people them who bashing it, who've been bashing the idea that was put on by the GHS. I want to commend all of the other schools that would have taken part in that event as well too. I'm talking about the Orange event. And for those persons, Jill, I don't like how I'm not seeing you much. I think you need to come more.
If I come this way, then I'm gonna be.
Well, just
is that okay?
Yeah. But come more.
But then I'm gonna be out of the shop.
Yeah, just turn it around there for me, please.
Okay.
So I can get to see you more. Yeah. More face on head on there. Yeah. You're almost in your orange.
This is pink, actually.
It's close to orange.
No, it's not, but okay.
Closer to what I'm wearing and what Shady is wearing. Yeah. You know, I saw a number of persons, and I'm talking about those lazy thinkers, and I will call some name later on, who've been bashing the whole idea from the girls' high school and all of the other institutions, not just schools, but businesses that took part in Orange Day on Friday. And we all know what that is about, Jill. What was about?
It's basically to promote the increase of violence against women and to influence, should I say, worldwide change in fighting against violence against women and children.
And worldwide, starting here in SVG.
Yes.
Because we know in recent time, we would have had a number of incidents, all right? A number of, well, the most recent one with the young lady, Precious, who had, there was a visual on Saturday night for her, where she turned up dead, all right? A homicide. That was the most recent one. But what I can't get.
Wasn't it Luann Roberts?
No.
That was before.
That was before. That was a
Okay.
week before.
Okay.
Exactly 1 week before.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
What I cannot get are those persons who are against the idea, those political retrobates, those political parasites who are against the idea and who are saying that, they should come and join the opposition when the opposition have march and protest, and they should bring it in Kingston, and they should do it in front the financial complex, and they should have done it in front courthouse or in front the police station. Why the hell you don't organize your own pink day, black day, blue day, red day, and do it? Leave that. That was done and it worked. What the hell you're running down, you're fighting down the Orange Day? Those are the lazy thinkers. I'm trying to find the right adjective here. The parasites of the world who they're fighting down that idea, but they don't have anything else to offer. And I want to thank the Girls High School who that initiative was sparked from, that brought it. And congratulations to them, all of the other students, all of the other schools.
I think the Bishop College, the St. Joseph Convent, Boys Grammar School, a lot of schools jumped on board, and I think that was really great. The effect was way past all expectations.
Jill, I heard that every single school, secondary school at least, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines participate in that event on
Whether it's by
Friday.
wearing orange or having an article of orange, whether it's a ribbon or something, they definitely made sure orange was popping, and they had their placards. Like I said, I think they themselves too were surprised by the effect that they caused with the whole orange.
It was absolutely a beautiful event on Friday, even though it was to bring attention to the issue for one day. It was more than what a lot of people did. And I want to congratulate all those who took part in that event, who participated, and give kudos again to the Girls High School, the staff and teachers of the Girls High School. Let's jump to the phone line before we get going. Move on. Good morning, Carter. You're live.
Good morning, Brother Bing. Nice
Morning.
to see you, I just want to say to you, I hope you leave me out of this bracket of lazy thinkers, because let me say this, I've been 14 years constantly speaking about how we can save our young people. I've done things, me and my wife, in this community. I've called the ministry. I've sat down many years with Brother Straker concerning how we could help young people. I've called the ministry made. And I want to say to you, yes, I know you mean well in marches. We have had thousands of them. We have to go beyond marches. It's real. Young girls, 14 and 15 and 13 are getting pregnant. Young girls, 14, 15, 16, shacking up with men. We have called the police. I've spoken to the very sexual offense unit. I spoke to Miss Williams, Sergeant Williams. They want help. All they need is some legislation. I've spoken about Franklin Stevenson making recommendation of how we can help the 15-year-old who was saying, Bing, I am a big woman now. A march is not going to be enough. What we need
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Because
Why not? Why not?
Bing, it has to be fixed.
It has to be fixed.
Young people.
So how do you start fixing it, Mr. Hamilton?
Let me say this again. I ain't calling Friday and them name because let me tell you something.
You just did.
I ain't calling them. I'm calling your name and I'm calling the lady in the office name and I'm calling this very name. I am calling people who understand what is democracy. So we sit down with the community and we say X, Y, and Z and we walk it out. This is not happening. No communication whatsoever. I tried so many times to tell them what is happening to the very young girls, even in the vans. Even in the vans. But do you know what would happen to me if my son was to falter? The law would be thrown at him. We have people right in the very police force who are interfering with young children. We have the evidence here. And what happened is because this one close to the papa, or this one close to the party, they treat them different, no rule of law. We need to understand St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, they fixed it. We've seen presentations from our land in Houston of how we can make sure we help the young people. We've seen Kamala Prasad bite the bullet by changing that age from 16 and carrying it up to 18. She lost the election. I am saying, hey, we are seeing young children being targeted by older men, but because they're big boys, literally they get away.
All right.
And I want to say to
I agree with you.
I'm begging you, we need a change, a shake-up. We need big.
But we gotta start somewhere, Mr. Hamilton, and we did on Friday. We did. So what? Bring forth your idea of when we're gonna start. Bring forth your idea. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. I fight up this too early in the morning to get a headache this morning. Sorry.
It's the same thing he came with on Friday.
So turn down. You did turn down. Turn down. Yes. You know, let me read some comments here before we take the break, okay? Okay, Bing. What next? Yeah, is it turned down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Somebody said, okay, Bing. What next? Then we go to the same old khaki, same old. That's one. What a. Anyway, Doug King Howard, nothing but stupidity with this orange protest. Why? Doug, what idea do you have? Where your ideas, Doug? Where your ideas? So we should sit down and do nothing. That is what I don't get. That is what I don't get. You're not bringing any ideas. You're not doing anything. But you're criticizing somebody who came and did something. You know, they got a lot more that I should read, but I need to take the break. Okay? Because I wanna bring something else. You seeing them?
Yeah, I'm seeing them.
You seeing them?
I'm seeing some on WhatsApp.
Yeah, bring them. Read those on
Someone
WhatsApp.
said, good morning, I want to ask Mr. Hamilton. He say he making call and where that go? What changes he make if he can't do nothing? What good is his call, basically?
Yeah.
And that's a valid point.
Yeah.
You understand? And you always find there will be people who are quick to criticize and never bring forward suggestions.
You're not doing any damn thing, but you're criticizing somebody who brought something and it worked.
Exactly. And we're supposed to be encouraging our youths. We say the children are the future. They decided to do something about a situation that they know are affecting them on a daily basis.
It worked, Jill. It worked the entire country. Whether you like or don't like, everybody's attention on Friday was focusing on that event and what that event was for.
And there are even those who piggybacked off it.
Yes. Caller, good morning, you're live.
Hello, good morning. I want to say job well done to the students of
girls high school and the other school then.
Definitely.
But what I want to say, I want us to carry this momentum forward. And I want the Minister of Gender Affairs who was there, showing his support. I want him to take it to Parliament, and I want us to put a law that if a woman bring a case against a man for domestic violence or anything else, and it's sufficient evidence, even if she dropped the case, the state could be versus Max Walker to prosecute Max Walker, because time and time again a lot of women drop the cases because they might be pressured, they might get licked for drop the case, and the case just and put it under the wayside.
Or for fair.
Or for fair. So now if the state have sufficient evidence, the state should buy it over and protect the woman, even though she decides she don't want no protection. That's my what.
All right, caller. Thank you, Max. Thank you, dog.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
We got so many comments that are coming in there. Doc say, you see, Bing, you is a hypocrite too, because you didn't read my solution to the problem. Where is it? I'll read it. I'm happy to read it, Doc. Where is it? Somebody find Doc's solution to the problem here. Is it this one where it say, when they support the police officers and Yugi, SVG is full of nothing but hypocrites. Support the police officers and Yugi? What police officers? I know what the Yugi controversy is about, but
maybe he meant the female police
the female police officer. Yeah. But the point is, we started something. Why not jump aboard, Dove? Or Doug? Why not jump aboard on this one? Huh? Boy, let me ease up.
What we need to be doing is calling out the politicians, all the politicians that put on their orange and piggybacked off of it, whether it was for good press or whatever. I think we should hold them accountable. All those who showed up in their orange, you hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable. But the point is, we started the conversation. It is a serious conversation that needed to be started, and it got started on Friday. Is it that certain people don't want the conversation to happen? Why are you criticizing it for? What harm did the event on Friday do? What? Hold back this morning, drink some water, my damn business. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. Don't move. I got something I don't want to bring before we get into council this morning. All right. How do I start this thing again, boy? Let me just remember. How do I start it?
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call BMC Agencies Limited or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Your vision is our mission at Quartz Optical. Shop today for 25% off plus free blue block. Plus, save up to 65% off our wide selection of designer sunglasses. With ready finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment at www.quartzoptical.com. Your vision is our mission. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See in store for details.
Boxers and socks and clean, boy. Win a treat for dad just by shopping at Chorus Food Mart. Spend $40 or more. Write your dad or your contact information on entry form and place in box provided for an opportunity to win a treat for dad this Father's Day. First prize, day pass for 2 at Blue Lagoon Hotel. Second prize, dinner for 2 at Baystones Restaurant. Third prize, an icebox filled with drinks. Draw date 17 June 2022. Caress distribution terms and conditions apply.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered by a company owned by Vincentions that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosynth General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrocent General Insurance Company. Call us today at 784-456-1821 or email us at metrocent@fintosurf.com.
Protect the children. Yeah. Don't be afraid to speak out. Teach the kids their rights. Physical and sexual abuse must stop. Join me in this fight now. I want you to see suspects say among friends and families. See suspects say in the schools and communities. Children of the future, they depend on you. Report to the authorities. That's what you should do. You see these signs, do what's right. Put a stop to child abuse. See suspects say among friends and families. A message from the Child Development Division within the Ministry of National Mobilization in collaboration with UNICEF.
We have all endured the wait for 2 years.
I know you're feeling pain.
Now, our time is here for the masquerade, the sweet sounds of steel, a showcase of Kaiso and energy like no other at Soca Monon. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival 2022, June 24th to July 5th. Vincy Mas, take the ice again.
Tingo nice again. When I'm with my friends, we go party and never stop till we end up all in again.
Saturday, May 28th, join the celebration at Grateful Omani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Mansar, Kido, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the high-profile band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
Higher education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch. Now more than ever. We offer programs of quality, affordability, online, on-site, on demand. From undergraduate to PhD. Fulfill your dreams, acquire your degree. At Open Campus, come in and see us. At UE Open Campus, your success is a must.
Apply today. Visit our website at www.open.uwi.edu. You can call us at 456-1183.
Get on board with the Boom Soca team on Flight 1069.
She loved the road. She said everything.
This is Flight 1069. Destination Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca team.
She said everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop, big wheeler, big road, big road, big road, big road. We wind up and get on bad and walk she man.
musician Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca team.
And I've got Jill inside with me this morning. And yeah, shit, yo. You went zesting last night, buddy. Like you can't even catch yourself yet, boy. Oh, you collect your thing yet? No, you lie. Don't lie about the little things, Shady. Don't lie about the little things. So which one you make last night? Shady, Mr. Pumpy listening, eh?
This is why you drink water, babe.
This
This is why you drink water.
I don't drink my water. I don't drink my water. Shady, how much money you make last night?
I can't say that.
Why can't say that? Pumpy listening. Don't lie about the little things, Shady.
That's why I can't say.
Why? It's best to come clean, Shady. Come clean with it, buddy. Buddy, bring clean. Big road, buddy. Big
What
road.
you need to do is offer Shady some hangover remedies. I know you got a few.
Oh, here's the hangover ready. Give me some of the money you make last night. Like the hangover. It's hanging you over. Yeah, it's hanging you. The money you make last night have you hang over. It's hanging you over. It's too big. Hey, listen, we got Concert coming up this morning. We got Jill inside with us. Jill, come a little sooner. Yeah, you're beautiful. I want to look at you, darling. Come on, Jill.
I want you to focus. Focus. Not on me, though.
Same thing Shady was saying just now about you, though. Same thing Shady was just saying.
Oh, in fact,
same thing.
You see y'all?
Shady, same thing we saying now. Hey, listen, we got Concert coming up just now. Jill, I wanted to talk about something this morning that I might get a bit fired up about. All right? But bear with me this morning because it caught me off guard when I saw this. Mercy Committee frees woman jailed over gun she posed on Facebook. Let me just continue, okay? In handing down her sentence, Chief Magistrate Renasha Brown noted that the Facebook post included the words 380 to the gods known what in Park Hill. Brown said the quotation showed an intention to cause harm. And in keeping with the sentencing guidelines, the court viewed the seriousness of the offenses as high. You would have heard about that.
Yes. I remember hearing about the story.
What went through your mind when you heard that? The story is about this lady who, with a gentleman, went on Facebook.
I remember it. I remember it. I saw the post.
Yes.
And she was posing with a gun.
With a gun.
And they end up charging her. And then all of a sudden she got, what is it called? Let me get the right word for it.
Mercy Committee, mercy.
All right. Mercy from the Mercy Committee, which she did not apply for.
Mercy from the Mercy Committee, Jill. We all deserve mercy at some point in time in my life. God knows I've got my share of mercy. I've done my things already and I've gotten mercy. I bought, I did all kind of things. Shady, you get mercy already, buddy? Yeah. You get mercy already. I'm gonna ask Jill, but you got mercy already. Women know that we've had our shares of mercy in our life. Mercy from the Mercy Committee, for which she didn't apply for. Now, I don't know what are the facts, and I'm not going to speculate with regards to the facts as to why and how she received mercy. But to me, what is quite telling in this mercy from the Mercy Committee, which is chaired by the Prime Minister, is that one, she didn't apply for it, which is quite odd. And with regards to the facts, Jill, there are people who would have received mercy in the past, and this is why I said I don't know about the facts, and it was said that they received mercy on the grounds of national security. Now, I don't know if there was a national security issue with a young lady posing a gun. She what kind of gun? You know about them thing there? A Glock 9 or something, so? With her posing her Glock on Facebook. I don't know if it was a national security issue, but what is quite troubling to me from the Mercy Committee, which is headed by Prime Minister Gonsalves, By the way, where's she from? Where's she from? Park Hill. So I can say, what
Park Hill.
constituency?
Park
What
Hill.
what constituency that is? Somebody help me there now.
Shady,
Come now, don't afraid now. Somebody help me now. Huh? But that's the Prime Minister constituency. That is called North Central Windward. North Central Windward. She's from North Central Windward, who is the Prime Minister happens to be the representative there. Now I don't know if the Prime Minister is a lawyer from I don't know. I don't know what the facts are. I do not know. When I say is a lawyer from past, I don't know. All I know is that she's from the Prime Minister's constituency. All I know is that she didn't apply for mercy from the mercy committee. But what is quite troubling to me, and when Council comes in backstage, or they help me there, please, is that there are a number of people, plenty people, who I heard would have applied for mercy from the mercy committee, and not a damn word. Not a word. Not a response. But within days after the sentencing, this young lady received mercy from the mercy committee, who she did not apply for. Oh, she applied, she asked for it. But there are people there who asked for it. Now, if you're going to have a mercy committee meeting, why just one? What was it? What was so urgent?
Yeah, Council backstage.
Council, oh Jesus, couldn't come in at the right time. Buddy, jump in, buddy. All right, bring him in there. Shady, line up, Council. Drop there for me, please. Let me bring him in, and let's get going. Council is with us this morning. Let's go.
Plain talk. Plain talk with JomoThomas.
So much things to say right now.
All you talk now.
On OMG.
Shady. All right, Council, good morning to you, buddy. Good morning. Don't tell me he's not hearing me. Hold on. Council, you hearing me?
Yes, I am hearing you.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, I don't know what. Just give me a second, please. I don't know what happened.
All right, we got Council with us this morning. We're in the studio talking mostly from the Mercy Committee. But I don't know what Council gonna come with, but we're gonna ask him about Mercy from the Mercy Committee this morning. You and just to pull up some more of the facts if there are any more.
Just so you know, she's it says here that she is 28 or 38, so I don't think he would have been her lawyer at any point in time.
You can't blame me for asking questions. Council, you ready for us?
Just give me a second, Big.
Right,
I don't understand what's going on here.
Okay, cool.
Someone on the WhatsApp said that it is good to grant mercy, but that rabbit hole runs deeper than you know. If you know, you know.
I don't know. Somebody help me, please. Who know? Help me. Who know?
There's too much book of secret cover up that the streets know the truth of.
Something stink. Something smell damn stink.
Is there something in the water besides the what?
Something stink in the water.
The mortar, not the water.
Something stink in the water.
Okay, but
we're waiting on Council. He's on here, so we just waited for him to join us. He's trying to figure out something with his computer today. Council, we're seeing you and hearing you. So I don't know if you're pulling up your mercy committee files.
But don't you have a time period before you are granted?
So sure, the good Council will help us this morning. That's what he's here for.
All right, so we'll wait.
Yes, that is what the good Council is here for.
And another question too. Would you have to at least have done like maybe half of the time that you were sentenced for?
I ain't no lawyer, Jill.
Okay.
I am not a member of the mercy committee, not chairman, nor anything. The good Council will help us with all these. Any more questions before you come in? Any more?
When I think of them, I'll
you got more. You got more. Shady, you got any more? But Shady's a ULB man. But sorry, but Julian, listen.
I guess we'll wait on Council. He'll give us a process. He'll give us different.
So well, you got to live. You got to live in a particular area, part of the country, to get mercy without requesting it.
And like, what circumstances, do you get mercy on though? Like what crime is a lesser crime than this?
I don't know, Jill.
Or did it need to be more serious?
Chill, Jesus. Help me deal with this man. Man, you see, come to the help me, come to the please. Only help me jail this morning. Yeah, yes, Jill. Yeah, you got some good out of place questions. Bring them, Jill. Bring them. Any more, Jill?
All right. What about all those people who are arrested for a little bit of weed? Are they
Chill,
gonna get much?
No, Jill. You got to be dealing with that Glock 9. And you got to have it on Facebook, Jill. And you got to live in North Central Wynwood, Jill. No weed, nobody with no little bit of weed and no all it. No, Jill, no. You got to live in South Central Wynwood. Call the meeting immediately. I am the chairman. I will do any damn thing I please. I don't have to give any account to anyone. Huh? I have dealt with that matter before.
I think sometimes you should let things go through their proper channel. I remember there was an incident, I think it was at high school, when a student had an issue where she had a cell phone and she wasn't supposed to have the cell phone.
Jill, here where you planted she.
Do you remember that? Do you remember how fast?
Jill, you see them heavy thing they bringing to me this morning? Don't, please. I just went back to work this morning.
Okay.
You see, don't. I don't know. I don't show. I wasn't there. I don't live in the constituency, Jill. I am not a relative. I don't know. Come and help me here, please. Help me take this girl away from me, please. This little lady, please. Council, please. I beg you, please, Council, please. Let me go, Council. Let's go. You ready? Council laughing. Let me please, Jill. Council, please.
Are you ready for me?
I am ready. I've been ready.
More than ready.
I've been ready for you long time.
Okay. I am really sorry. I don't know what happened. I was hearing you and you were hearing me, but for whatever reason we were not appearing on the screen.
You need more.
There are a number of things this morning, Bing. A number of things. I am glad you are back. I'm glad you are back, and I heard you say that you had a bad flu.
Yes, buddy.
That flu must have been really bad.
Real bad.
And it's amazing that you had a bad flu because the flu has evidently made a comeback.
It did?
From 2020, March 2020 until recently, we never used to have flu in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We had something else.
Yes.
But now we are having flu and we are having bad flus. And people are recovering from bad flu, very bad flu. So, and you are one of the recoveries. You're Exhibit A. Yeah. So I am glad to hear that you have recovered and you're back with us.
Interestingly, mine went on to be in bronchitis as well.
So you had it really bad.
Real bad.
Yeah, but I'm glad the flu made a comeback and has knocked some other things off the agenda.
Okay.
Now, I heard Jill saying this morning that she heard that there was something called monkeypox, and that she was quite concerned about monkeypox. So I heard about monkeypox and I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. And then when I heard her say that, I did a quick Google search to see how many cases of monkeypox we had across the world. And I ran into a report from the World Health Organization which says that we have like about 92 confirmed cases and 28 suspected cases. And what struck me is that they said they had confirmed cases, 1 to 5 cases in Australia, Belgium, Canada, France, Germany, and the Netherlands. In each of those countries, they had 1 to 5 cases. But I don't know how you have 1 to 5 confirmed case. You either have 1 or you have 5. You see my point?
Yes.
So when I saw that and it says 1 to 5 confirmed case, that was pretty troubling to me. And then it said in Portugal you had 21 to 30 confirmed cases. In Spain you had 21 to 30. In Sweden you had 1 to 5. In the UK you had 21 to 30. And in the US you had 1 to 5. Again, I don't know how you have 1 to 5 confirmed cases or 21 to 30 confirmed cases. So I don't know what's there, but those are the kind of things that jump out to me and make me think. Now, I don't know if this monkey flu is going to be anything of any consequence.
I hope not.
But Jill, if I were you, I wouldn't bother too much, at least not yet. Because interestingly, I haven't seen any. Again, when I heard you, I did a quick Google search, which said how many persons have died from monkey flu and monkeypox. I'm sorry, and to date, if I saw nothing that came up to say that anyone has died. I don't know if you all saw anything that says that somebody has died, but in
No.
the quick search that I did, no one has died.
However, though, Council, I saw that the United States government has ordered 100 million vaccines.
Monkey.
Oh, they have a vaccine for it already?
No, smallpox,
Smallpox,
which can have an effect. And I was saying to someone, isn't it strange that these vaccines are going to be moving in droves now, 100 million in the first instance, the White House said, all right, for monkeypox.
Bong, that's a racket. That's a racket. These companies are making money. You have 5 cases and you order 100 million vaccines
in the first instance
in a population of 340 million. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about as regards to that. So Jill, don't let them scare you out your bit. See here, just make sure you take care of yourself. Then I want to talk about Orange Day because I agree with you that it was a very important manifestation. That it is good to see. I don't know who the initiative came from. It might have been the teachers at Girls High School. It might have been some student idea, but whoever brought the idea along, I think it was a good thing. It was good to see a number of schools, as you all said, catch on with it and had across the board, many schools did something which showed their concern, in many cases their disgust with what has been happening, particularly as it relates to violence against women. That is an important issue. And I believe that part of the reasons why our society is so violent, well, for a combination of reasons. One, there's the whole issue of patriarchy, where men believe that they are dominant and should be dominant of women. And consequently, if a woman acts in a particular way which meets with our disapproval, we feel we can escalate on her and we can do her all kind of horrible things, including what has happened to the counselor who worked at the family court and the young child from where she Cyan Hill.
Yeah.
Most recently. So it is good to see that manifestation taking place. And I hope more of that happen. I heard the brother from Washington, D.C., I think, called in to say that he would like to see more this taken to another level. And I agree that it should be taken to another level. But he speaks to the issue of legislation, or that if someone brings a case, and even if the person wants to withdraw, he thinks the state should take over the case and prosecute. But it's difficult to see how the state would take over a case and prosecute if the virtual complainant, is unprepared to give the evidence. I know one of the ways in which that might be done is for the person to be compelled to come to court, for the person to be asked, to be made into a hostile witness, to be asked if he or she wants to give the statement. And if that person says no, then the question then becomes, did you make a statement to the police? Yes, I made a statement to the police. Is the information in the statement true? If you say it didn't true, it made you make a false statement to the police, which could have consequences for you in law. If you say yes, then as a hostile witness, you could be if you are asked questions and you can't, there's no way for you to get around the statement, then a court of law may be willing to accept that statement as fact or factual. And as a consequence of that, you could be cross-examined by the attorney who is representing the accused person. And if the court is satisfied that the evidence is persuasive after cross-examination by the defendant's counsel, then the court may proceed to find the person who was accused of some assault on a woman or whatever the incident was, can proceed to find that person guilty. But there's also there's a danger there where someone does not want to give evidence and the state chooses to do as it does.
But counsel, what happens when there's a murder case? All right, when you don't have someone there to give evidence, what takes place?
The case falls apart. Because if you don't have the witness, that's why now you have all kind of witness protection and so on.
No, that's not what I mean. The person who's murdered, okay, they can't come and give evidence.
No,
right?
Evidently.
But the prosecution and the police still investigate and prepare the case and take it to court. Yes. Why can't the same be done in this instance?
No, but if you have to have a way. If somebody is killed and somebody else is charged for murder, then there has to be evidence from witnesses or circumstantial scientific evidence which ties the defendant to the crime. But if you don't have no witness that says it, and if you don't have any circumstantial evidence that establishes that this person would have done it, the case would fall apart.
All right. Tell you what, counsel, just stick a pin there for me, please. A couple of minutes. We're going to do a top, and we're going to come right back because I want to move on to Mosi. Right? Let's do the top and come right back. Shady, let's bring the top and come right back for me, please.
Very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069. Mission, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival.
Yo, King Baba the Rum King, representing for Flight 1069, SVG, Tony up, man! What we tell them?
When I call, give me boom! It's your boy Lucky on Flight 106.9 with the Boom Soca Team.
Yo, it's Gilly on Flight 1069. Boom, Soca Team. You know the vibe.
Late arrival! Yo! It's your boy V Fresh Cut. Boom Soca Team on Flight 106.9.
The use of all electronic devices and social media networking related to Flight Soca 1069 are welcome. Catch us on Instagram, Boom 1069, and Facebook 1069 Boom. Once again, welcome on board and enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team.
Out of time. Now go home. Party time. Now go home. You can't tell me not to drink no rum. I done drunk already. And before I reach inside the bed, I done high already. If you ask me how I feel I could fly already. And before I leave the bed, sun must touch the sky already. Cause I want to let people drink my rum and fly away. And any rum I consume, the powers ignite inside of me. I'm ready for Tuesday, Carnival Monday and Tuesday. It's trouble when we out on the road, when liquor and soca overload. So let go the beast, let go the beast. Right now is my time again, I'm ready to celebrate. Let go the beast, let go the beast. So I'm music calling me, right now I got no restraint. All when me done jump, you know me, I go home. All when me done high, you know me, I go home. Till the sun hit the sky, you know me, I go home. Till I cannot open the eye, you know me, I go home.
OMG, this is Flight 106.9 and Boom.
Destination Vincy Mouse with the Boom Soca Team.
Jim?
All right, real quick, we gotta give some mentions. Sunset Cinema Live. Go and see movies as they were meant to be seen on a giant 25-foot outdoor screen. Sundown Cinema presents the outdoor cinema this Saturday, the 28th. I'm telling you, and the 29th.
Hey.
All right, this
sounds like a good date, please.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen at the grammar school playing field. They're going to turn it into a mega outdoor event suitable for all ages.
Yep.
So you can bring your blanket, your pillows,
that song I have everything there,
and folding chairs.
Hey.
You know, Moms, grandmothers, and kids are all optional, all right? Food and drinks are on sale. A whole roast pig, those of you
Listen.
like pork.
Shady, they call the name the boy.
They're gonna they're gonna have fresh popcorn, real ice cream, and other snacks will be available. Gates open at 5:30. Movie starts 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $20.
Listen.
Available on at the door or in advance from Irie Travel, or you can contact Sundown Cinema at sundowncinema.svg, or you can WhatsApp them at 593-6316. Also, Pharmacy Plus, check them out today for all your pharmaceutical needs, and Max Pizza and
Yay.
Kitchen. Make sure you place your order to get your pizza right here on mainland today.
Yeah. 2 questions, Jill, with Sundown Cinema. Can I take my vehicle? Can I drive my vehicle?
I didn't see any mention.
And what movies are showing?
They didn't say either.
Okay, we
I
didn't-
guess you can check
Yeah,
them
yeah.
on WhatsApp message and find out that information.
Kungs, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
He's there. His thing is there, but okay, you're back. Kungs, we back with you quickly. Let's talk Morsi Committee.
Bing, just before we get there though,
on,
on the issue of violence, I think that a missing link in all of this, and as I said, I totally agree with you as it relates to violence against women. But in the same period when 2 women were murdered, about 5 men were murdered. So I think that we have to all take a broader look at the issue in society that is causing so many of our people to lose their minds, and which are resulting in the death of young men and women. Certainly, when a woman is so brutally taken out, it opens a raw nerve, and maybe because so many young men have been killed over the last 20 years or so, we tend to we are no longer troubled by that in the same way. It's as if we are desensitized to these killings of men. But I think that we also have to look broader and more holistically as to what is causing, what is driving that whole issue. But I thought I should say that. So you can get to Mercy now.
Okay, Mercy. How does one apply to the Mercy Committee for Mercy? How was that process done?
Well, I think it might be as basic as I don't know if the Mercy Committee has an address. I don't know. What I know is that the Prime Minister heads it, and I saw the names of a few other people who are on the committee. Dr. Ned is one person whose name I remember. And there are I think there are 5 persons on the committee. It's a constitutional committee. The Constitution allows for it, and one can write a letter. I know I made a recommendation for a man for Mercy some years ago, where this man, I think back in 1996 or 1995, he was convicted of rape. And back in those days, well, the statutory maximum on rape is life imprisonment. And he was given life imprisonment. So he has served now close to 30 years. I think he's 60, 61 now. And the authorities evidently don't think that he's such a threat to society, because on many occasions he used to go out with the work teams, prisoner work teams. He would go to the parliament. I think it's when I was the speaker I did it, to the parliament to help in rearranging the parliament for sessions. He had injured a leg one time when Gerald Thompson was the Minister of Telecommunication. He had gone out on a work team, and they were moving some file folders, some cabinets, and they slipped going on the stairs, and one of the cabinets filled with documents apparently jammed him and broke his leg. So those were some of the points which I had raised and sent to the committee. I never got a response on it, but I think it's as simple as writing a letter or making a call to the person.
How often does the Mercy Committee meet?
I don't think the Mercy Committee has a regularity with which it meets. It may meet on an ad hoc basis, depending on what's before it. So there's nothing that says that it meets at a particular time, and it's interesting. Maybe I should go back and probably tell you about this tomorrow. because I can't recall what the Constitution says specifically. I don't think the Constitution says that it must meet at frequent intervals, because there may be time when there are no issues pertaining to mercy that it has to deal with. So the Constitution would not say they should meet just for meeting's sake. So it may be as
Does
the
it, do you have
as
to
the
make a certain criteria? Does a prisoner have to meet a certain criteria to get to be granted mercy by the Mercy Commission?
Well, one would think so. A lot of times, the the person who comes up for mercy, let's say it's somebody who is a prisoner, and that prisoner has been serving for a long time, and the prisoner is getting old. You see that a lot in big countries. Prisoners serve 25, 30 years. They're now 65, 70. People who study these things know that somebody 65, 70 years old may not be inclined to commit a crime, or that person is becoming a bigger burden on the state because they're developing all kind of medical problems and issues and so on. That person may be released. Or the other main reason why mercy may be offered and given to someone is where the person may be ill. Or as we heard recently, I've never heard it, but certainly, well, that's not true that I've never heard it. Some time ago, we heard that people were given mercy on national security issues. I was saying I never heard it, and then when I said it, I immediately remembered that from time to national security question, from time to time, in international politics, you would hear there's exchange of prisoners on national security question between big states, between Russia and the United States, between China and the United States, between Israel and the United States, and so on and so forth. So it could be national security. It could be the person is aging, and the state now believes that person is no longer a threat. In fact, there was a release of a gentleman recently, but very outstanding man called Sundiata Kohli in the United States, who had been part of the Black Liberation movement in the 70s. He was accused of killing a policeman in New Jersey, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment on a third life. He served 49 years in prison. He's now 85 years old, and they decided to let him go. So those are the reasons upon which you may get mercy. You're aged, national security, or medical reasons, as we saw with the young man from Layu, with the case that originated with the missing guns and ammunition at the Georgetown police station.
Okay, Council, should we feel that there's anything strange that someone would be granted mercy by, even though they did not request it?
Ben, I wanted to ask you, because when I heard you this morning saying that, I was actually thrown. Where did you get the idea that the person did not request mercy?
It's in the story.
Oh, it's in the story. I don't know. I missed that. If that's the case, that is more than passing strange. I don't understand how you offer mercy to someone who didn't even ask for mercy. And more than that, you offer it within days after the person had been convicted, within a short while after the police officers were commended for doing really quick work. I mean, since when could it be proper for you to give mercy for someone who you said, well, that person didn't own the gun? Many young men are in prison today because they were convicted under the joint enterprise theory, which means all of us might have been in a car, and when something's happened. So I don't understand why the position would be that this person was offered because they did not have possession, they did not own the gun. In fact, maybe what could have been done there, if that lady had had good counsel, she had knowledge of the gun, but I don't know if she had. Well, they may say that she had possession at the time when she took the picture with it, but I'm not so sure that.
But the matter was investigated. It went to court, and the court found them guilty.
Yes, and the court found both of them. Did they find them guilty or they pled guilty? I can't recall the story. But I was just amazed Well, I am amazed now that you said that this person had not applied for. I have never heard ever where that has happened, where someone is granted mercy who did not apply for mercy.
Jill, you're back.
In the story it says before the PM, Prime Minister Gonsalves, a document by the Superintendent of Prisons and a document by the Ministry of Social Development about the lady and her 4 children, 2 of them girls. So apparently the Ministry of Social Development would have brought her case to their attention.
But how does that work?
I am not sure.
I mean, I think what might have happened there, rather than the Ministry of Social Development making the request, someone might have requested to get a report from the Ministry of Social Development, and someone might have requested to get a report from the prisons and use that as the basis for offering mercy. But again, I don't know how that works. I think it sends a bad signal. Where this person is convicted, you congratulate the police officers who were swift in making the arrest, and then within days after the conviction, you turn around and say that the person must go on the ground that this person has 4 children. What complicates it even more, I think, in the eyes of many people, is that this woman happens to be someone in the in the constituency of the Prime Minister. You can't help but speculate whether there might have had some reason, although the Prime Minister would evidently deny it, that might have had some reason in some might have been part of the reason why this mercy was offered to this young woman.
What can we, for those persons who have applied for mercy from the Mercy Committee for all those years that they're still waiting on something in return, some answer, what now that this particular incident, what can these people do? Because you can't have one president for one and another for another.
Well, they can simply apply or reapply. I mean, it is the prerogative of the committee to hear and to recommend. So if you bring a claim or you petition the Mercy Committee for mercy, and the committee meets and says, no, we don't think that you are deserving of mercy, or we are not going to grant you mercy, that's the constitutional remit. They can do that, unless you want to unless somebody wants to judicially review the decision of the Mercy Committee. That can be done as well.
That can be done.
The law allows for that.
Okay. Well, what about the optics of this council?
Well, I would say the optics are not good. Precisely where you say, and I admit to you, I have not seen that, where you said that no application was made for mercy.
Where do we go from here? Because it must be damning for those families who have been waiting. And if you're going to convey a Mercy Committee meeting, why do it for just this one particular person and not look at the others who are before you?
Well, the question being is how many other applications we have. I don't know. I know of 2 applications that were made, and I don't know where they are. What the evidence? I don't know if the committee met to deal with it. Or I don't know if the committee
would have met recently for sure. We know the committee met recently for sure.
Right, of course.
All right. Julie, got anything else for council this morning?
I just want to find out, is this something that's normally done through your lawyer?
Well, I know a lady called me recently to try to get some assistance in making an application for her brother, who has been in prison now for like about 22 years.
And this is after this case came about?
No. That's before this case came about.
Okay.
Yeah, before this case came about. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, maybe you can, let's say somebody in a constituency speaks to a parliamentarian or speaks to an opposition politician and say, look, this is the situation with my family member. He's in prison. He's ill. He's dying. They don't have can't get a requisite medical attention there. Could you make an application for me? And like I said, it could be as basic, the initiating process could be as basic as somebody asking a question or writing a letter. And then the Mercy Committee may take it from there. And ask for the requisite reports. For example, you get something from social development, you get something from the prisons, you get something from a doctor who can verify that these claims, medical claims that the person is making, are true and correct, and so on and so forth.
All right. Congress, I want to thank you very much this morning. Thank you for the interesting and great one this morning. And we'll be back tomorrow morning to do it all over again, okay?
Yes, sir. Until we meet again.
Council,
right.
our very council. Good council this morning. JomoThomas, former Speaker of the House, attorney at law this morning. You got any message for us, or should we
Yes.
just take...
Before we go out real quick, Bomani is celebrating 20 years of Raga and Soca in fine style with that is the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
This weekend,
Saturday,
Yeah.
May 28th. You're going to see guest appearances by Luta, Fire Empress, Matta, Chanel Mackenzie,
Did
Johnny
you say,
Rebel.
this is a busy tone?
No, I did not. I said, you see you?
I sure heard you said busy tone, Luther.
I said Luta.
Oh, okay.
I
No
said,
busy tone.
No.
Okay. Shady,
All
you
right.
said busy tone there.
I didn't. Listen, they're gonna have let me tell you the event packages real quick. Dinner and a show, and a dance. VIP tickets basically $200. Semi-inclusive VIP $150, and of course the general entry ticket $60. To get your tickets, you can go to Carrera City Store, Schmood Juice Bar.
Where's that?
It's out in Honnestville,
Okay.
right
Okay.
opposite. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Massive.
Yeah. And just letting you know, it's sponsored by the folks at National Property, CDC, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Perez Hazels, Perez Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 1069.
I am going because I want to hear one particular song by Bomani.
Wet.
Oh, you know that?
It's my favorite.
Hey, that's what we're talking about this morning.
All right, guys, remember tomorrow on OMG, we're going to be chatting with two members of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Mental Health Association as we raise awareness to the state of mental health in SVG. And that's going to be happening from 9:30 till 10 live on OMG tomorrow.
Okay, I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We come right back. This is OMG in the morning, Monday morning, and we're going to come back. Don't you move. Don't even blink, all right? We're going to come right back to you right here on OMG in the morning.
No matter where we come from, the journey begins the same for all of us. There are no easy ways to achieve our dreams. The road is paved with determination and hard work, fueled by the love of what we do and the ones we do it for. At the St. Vincent Cooperative Bank, we share your vision to succeed. It runs generations deep. That's why
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, side it up, on the love. Easy wins with love. Easy wins.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $10 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, side it up, on the love. Easy wins with love.
Low terms and conditions apply.
We have all endured the wait for 2 years.
I know you're feeling pain.
Now, our time is here for the masquerade, the sweet sounds of steel, a showcase of Kaiso and energy like no other at Soca Monarch. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival 2022, June 24th to July 5th. Vincy Bass, take nice again.
Tingo nice again, when I'm with my friends. Go party and never stop till we end up all in again.
Argo Cement and Korea's Izzle.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company. 456-1821 or email us at metrosint@fintisurf.com.
Drink it up. I
Island sips Primrose water. We drinking, taste the flavor today. Drinking Primrose water from Island Sips. Caribbean fruit flavor. Island Sips. They mix the Primrose with the water. Island Sips. Primrose sparkling water. Grab a bottle now. Island Sips Primrose sparkling water. Beyond water.
Always be sure you settle for more. Get up to 35% off because fully comprehensive vehicle insurance and still cover a whole lot more. Enjoy higher discounts and better coverage for any kind of vehicle, car, SUV or pickup with free loss of use, windscreen cover and special perils. To sign up, call BMC Agencies Limited at 457-1066 or log on to beacon.co.tt and settle for more today.
Get on board with the Boom Soca team on Flight 1069.
Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. In the water, 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 in the water.
Fellas come and do a set and find a hose. Fellas come and do a set and find a hose. Now turn them on. Turn all the hose them on. Turn all the hose.
Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. Wet my chest, wet my head, no wet my foot dog. In the water, 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 in the water.
Girl, when you push back, it's happiness. Girl, when you push back, it's happiness. So push back hard. Happiness, hard. Happiness.
In the water, 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 in the water. No party,
When I call, give me boom. It's your boy Lucky on Flight 106.9 with the Boom Soca team. Get there.
That's us. Get on board before we leave the gate this morning. We taxiing down the runway. Hey, listen, I want you to have your say. You gotta have an opinion on this damn mercy thing. Everybody deserves mercy at some point in your life. I saw. If you want to call us to get your opinion it's 451-1069. That's the number to call, all right? 451-1069. Jill, I've got an interesting article that I read. I was just reading it today by my buddy, Basie Alexander. Quite interesting indeed. We're going to get to that in a bit. Let's get to a call. Good morning, caller. You're live.
Bing Joseph, my friend, good morning.
Morning, bigger.
To the whole Boom team, good morning. Good morning. You know, Bing, I am not even going to get distracted with that more square. And I like how you put it. I like how you really question counsel along with it this morning. It's insistent to listen to what we know exactly that person has been granted mercy is from Ralph Gonzalez constituency. You know what I mean?
But why should that matter though?
Why should that matter?
Yes.
It shows favoritism. Because there's a lot of people who want mercy otherwise than that young lady in this country. I'm not saying that mercy should not be granted to people, but let it be abroad. Let it be broad across people. There's a lot of more people want. Me want more thing. I want more people. I want more. Let me hear something I can.
What crime you commit, buddy?
Why not supporting Ralph Gonzalez government?
Oh,
that's
Jesus
all.
Lord.
That's all. That's all the crime I committed. Not supporting Ralph Gonzalez. Now, You see the issue of the quarry? For me, that Grand Gonzalez not going to get me distracted from at all. And I heard him say that there's no corruption in the quarry deal. Well, I am saying this. If there's no corruption in the quarry deal, okay then. But that we should be having, we have an even more bigger problem on our hands. Because I remember when Sir James admitted that it was fixed by the Italians, and that was only 200 and something billion involved. Now we have a quarry where billions and others involved. And I need to tell me that is the only deal the Oval Bar, the brightest on behalf of intention, that quarry deal, I'm telling you. No, we have to be paying given attention to the well-being of Dr. Gonzalez's head and mind, and we have thinking. The reason is, nobody in their right mind could never cut a deal like that on behalf of a country. Trust me. So if there's no corruption, then we have a bigger problem on our hands, and that is what we need to look into. Is how fit mentally if Dr. Gonzalez will continue in this country on our behalf.
We're trying to say. We're really trying to say, bigger. We're really trying to say.
King, I love you. I go on, Ben. I love you, but pay attention to what I just said. And I will repeat it again. Trust me, because for me, there's no corruption in the deal for something like Dr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, my brother. Big up, 4511069 if you want to get in your city this morning. Like I was saying, Jill, Bassi Alexander has an interesting article which I just saw. And you know Bassi, the way he writes, his style of writing. All right, he's got an interesting style in which he writes. Good morning, Carly, you're live.
Good morning. That mercy thing there with the lady, I feel two ways about it. I feel that we're not sending a good picture as far as trying to curb gun violence.
Definitely.
But on the flip note of that now you're sent to jail, you're basically pushing her children into extreme poverty because I'm not sure who else.
We're really saying, no, hold on. What did you say there? That if you send somebody to jail who've been found guilty by the court, that you pushing their children into extreme poverty?
Yeah.
So what about all the other people who in jail who've got children?
Man, I'm talking about this particular thing.
But what kind of stupid is man?
No, I'm not. Bing. But listen,
Max, but with that too, aren't we setting a bad precedent with that too? Because so many people look at the nurse who recently got charged for all the marijuana in the clinic.
That's
right.
That's what I say. All you seem to forget what I said first. I feel two ways about
I know. I'm just saying.
Example.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But Max,
honestly, I don't know.
Max, you cannot. The grounds that someone who's got children cannot be enough justification for giving them mercy from the mercy. There must be some other factor. Listen, we got finish, Max.
You don't know a lot of people saying because he's from the Prime Minister constituency, but what about my good friend in Leyu who got the soccer player? He gun them out Georgetown. He got ease up on his thing too, so we can't come say
Max, I can give you.
I'm not justifying it, I'm not justifying it by no means. I'm just stating reasons I believe. Why? I'm not justifying it by no means at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things that I go remain, just like how they remain neutral on the whole Russia thing, kicking Russia off United Nations safety thing. I remain neutral about it.
On this particular mercy, you remain neutral. Thank you very much, buddy.
Mercy because on one side you basically telling people it's okay to brand the shotgun, you go get mercy. On another hand, you're telling people you go in jail because you get catch with a bullet. On another hand, your dog getting kicked down because you went and organized a protest illegally.
But Max, there's a law against having a firearm in your possession illegally. There's a law against that.
It's a whole heap of laws in things.
All right, okay, buddy. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Max. We got Mr. Weeks coming up now. Let's make some way for Mr. Weeks, I think. Let's drop that call there. Get something. Let's jump into Mr. Weeks quickly, Shady, and come right back on the other side. All right, let's do this.
Time to connect the most loved man on radio. Sir Lancelot is in the building.
Yo, Zaga. I want my song, asking for my song all morning. I don't know. It's now time for you, Mr. Weeks. Your turn to get involved in the action this morning. 4511069. If you're not Mr. Weeks, please don't call us now. This is the segment which is reserved for him. His 15 minutes is up. Is gonna go right now. Let's get some messages while we await Mr. Weeks there, Jill.
All right, someone says, this is from WhatsApp. Someone says, being nice to have you back yesterday on Yes, Mr. Prime Minister program. The entire panel rightly so heavily criticized the hasty and apparently irregular pardon by the Mercy Committee, summoned and chaired by Prime Minister Gonsalves. Mr. Weeks was particularly vocal in calling for a public explanation. He actually said he was waiting on that. Lo and behold, Committee Chairman Gonsalves called in the program and really didn't say anything to explain the controversy. Gonsalves, to his credit, asked the entire panel whether any of them wished to ask him any question about the pardon issue. Not one of the panel members said bear. Bing and co-host, please ask Mr. Weeks why yesterday he failed to seek a public explanation from the Mercy Committee chairman when presented with an excellent opportunity.
We got Mr. Weeks on the line. That's it. We got Mr. Weeks on the line. Good morning, Mr. Weeks. Are you there?
Good morning, my friend. Yes,
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to hear your voice this morning.
Nice to have you back.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I am good, I mean, it's Monday, garbage day, and all of that. So.
You took out the garbage already? Are you doing that now? You're going to take out the garbage now? Shady.
We can do some of that too.
Let's go. Your turn to do the garbage, Mr. Weeks. Let's go.
Hey, morning, Jill.
Good morning to you, Mr. Weeks.
You got your wish finally.
What was my wish, though?
You on radio with Bing?
Listen, don't make big heads.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. Mr. Weeks, Mercy.
Good morning. Hold on, Bing. Shady. Morning. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Weeks.
Those are listening. Sorry, Bing.
Yes, we are at time this morning, so I want to jump straight into this. Is my thing. I don't know if you have anything else that you want to deal with, but I want to ask you on this issue of mercy. And the Mercy Committee move to grant mercy to this young lady who posed on Facebook with an illegal firearm, investigated and found guilty and was sentenced. And the Mercy Committee moved and granted her mercy. Your take?
I've said, I'm sure you heard. I said my bit on that already.
No, I didn't actually. I honestly didn't.
But in any case, I just heard Jill reading a
question.
Was it a question or?
Yeah, it was a question. It was a question from WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp asked why yesterday you failed to seek a public explanation from the Mercy Committee chairman when presented with an excellent opportunity.
But that person, what's wrong with that person? Because he didn't hear me ask. The person said I asked and then asking me why I didn't ask.
He said when you were having a conversation about it, the PM. Let me just get it real quick, right? He said the PM. Let me read it over again. He said Mr. Weeks was particularly vocal in calling for a public explanation. He actually said that he was waiting on that. Lo and behold, Committee Chairman Gonsalves called in on the program and really didn't say anything to explain the controversy, meaning that you would have said you're waiting on that explanation, and Prime Minister Gonsalves did not give an explanation. And to the Prime Minister's credit, he asked the panel, the entire panel, if they had any questions
for him,
and no one said anything
on the matter.
On the matter, I guess that was your opportunity to ask the question to be addressed once more, in case it was unclear to the PM that you didn't get an answer from the original question, which is to explain that.
Yeah, but being and Julia, as a people, when we talk about violence in society, one thing that we have to do, is to learn to respect the views of others. And we have to listen and listen carefully. if persons listen to the Prime Minister yesterday and before, the persons would understand that the Prime Minister listens to the entire program. He heard the questions I asked. I have no doubt about that. He heard. And he said his bit about it. And he said he doesn't want to say anything more about it.
Did he say why?
Why what?
Why he didn't want to say any more on the issue?
No, he didn't say why then. But we have to learn to respect each other, you know. That's the problem we have.
Yeah. We do, and I 100% in agreement with you. But on the issue of the Prime Minister, who is chairman of the Mercy Committee, at least he can give us an explanation as to how they came to the decision.
I agree with that then. I believe that the Prime Minister should give an explanation. But if he explicitly say, I am not going to speak any further on it, what should I do? Have a brawl with him?
Okay, I got what you're saying. Like he told you he didn't want to say anything on it. Okay.
That's me. You ever hear me come here and have a brawl with you? What's wrong with these people? He said clearly, I don't want to say anything further on it. What are they trying to do? Hold me responsible for what happened?
I didn't hear it, so I can't comment.
What's your take on it? What's your opinion?
If you make so, you can't tell them I have and had some kind of influence on political party.
Well, we go down that road now again, Mr. Weeks. I didn't hear you and Jay with that conversation. You want me to jump into that garbage bag, you know? You a man bring down a whole government, you know.
Nothing but love, Mr. Weeks. Nothing but love. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mr. Weeks, but what is your position? I don't know what is your position. I didn't hear the program with you. What do you have a position on this issue, though?
Of course, I have a position on it.
Do you care to share what is your position?
I don't want to rehash all of it.
But I didn't hear it, and there are a number of persons who probably didn't hear it.
I agree with all of the comments shared here this morning. The good thing is I said them before you all. So I agree with all that you all have said this morning. Also, I must agree with Max as well. Persons deserve mercy. And if those responsible for dispensing mercy.
Someone was saying, Mr. Weeks, right, that they should have at least give a reduced sentence instead of giving a quick pardon like that. I mean, on top of everything that's going on, the increase in gun violence and us trying to put a stop to it, it sets a bad precedent.
I disagree with the reduced sentence. I think that they should have allowed the woman to serve some time. I don't think it is sufficient, and then the committee can release her. But given the information that is.
Go ahead, Mr. Wick. Sorry, go ahead. My apologies. Go ahead. You go ahead, please. My apologies. So jump it in there.
But the information that the committee considered is not through me. All right. So I speak on what is before me. I believe there is more, and that's why I asked publicly. I didn't speak in a some confined way. I said it publicly. I know that the Prime Minister was listening. I know that he heard me. I think as a people we deserve more. But to say that they should convert the sentencing to a lesser amount would be even worse, because what would happen is that the committee will be setting aside the sentence of the court and imposing their own sentence. I don't think that is what.
I think this is even worse, though.
I don't think that is what those who put it in Constitution contemplated that there should be this committee that can set aside the legal decision of the court and impose their own, in a way. If they want to give mercy, then it should be separate and distinct from the sentences provided in the court. In other words, I don't think that the mercy committee should say, let's reduce the sentence to 6 months.
Well, what about the time factor? Do you find anything about the how quick that was?
Those are questions that need to be answered. Then.
And the only person who can give us those answers would be the chairman of the Mercy Committee, which was Prime Minister.
Chairman, not just the chairman. The 5 or 6 members of the Mercy Committee.
Okay. Do you know who those members are?
I heard them previously. I don't remember who they are. I think there was a PS on it. I don't remember which one of them. There is a doctor, Dr. Ned. I think there's a retired senior civil servant, Mrs. Duggan. That's 4, and I can't remember who the 5th one is.
What about when there's a situation where you have 2 persons who have gone before the Mercy Committee with the exact same or very similar crimes, and one have been given mercy and the other hasn't? Similar gun crime, same sentencing in terms of the amount of time, but one have been given mercy and the other haven't, and both matters were before the Mercy Committee.
Are you speculating, or you want
no, there's a specific incident where I was saying, but I never got a chance to get into it. Where, and let me try and, I saw this morning Bassey Alexander in his column said, when I read that a lady from Park Hill whose photo was on Facebook holding a gun and the caption 380 to God knows what in Park Hill was charged by police for possession of the unlicensed gun, I'd turn a blind eye to that. Later, when I read the magistrate passed a 38 months prison sentence upon that poor Park Hill lady, I told Liza that is exactly the same sentence my godson Kenroy Cowell was given last year for same gun possession. Liza said, tell your godson Kenny, keep the faith, because that judgment with the lady from Park Hill is one that got to come to Papa. And to Papa it went, and immediately out of prison the lady went. So I will turn a blind eye upon the Mercy Committee decision, because my godson begging for mercy too. He is a hard-working, multi-talented young man. Right now, he welding and making prison bars and gates at Belial. Maybe that's why they ain't getting mercy, because they need the service in there. He has 2 kids whom he loved sincerely. One just entered Thomas Saunders Secondary. When I visit Kenny, he told me he phoned to ask welfare in what way he could help with his godson, his children's maintenance until he comes out. He was told they give him time to pay up his outstanding $4,000 child maintenance when he is released. All who want to say bias to turn a blind eye to the lady from Park Hill case can do so. But I want to reach out to the Prime Minister to use his good one came to Papa. What? You know how Bassey writes already? He writes, he writes in a very
dialect,
and release my godson Kenny Coward. He who has no other criminal record but child maintenance default. Wow.
So maybe we need an explanation on that.
We definitely need an explanation.
Are you sure that that's not just, by the way, don't get that infuriated, you know, it's not like Liza. Liza.
Liza.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the character that he writes about all the time, Liza.
Mm.
But Bing, I don't have the answer to these things. The members of the Mercy Committee are the ones who can answer these things. So please don't pose the questions to me. I don't sit there. I don't have any information. I don't know. I don't see the minutes of the meetings. I don't know. I don't know. I ask a question. I ask for explanation, and you can do the same thing. And those who are sending the messages, they can do the same thing too. But don't hold me responsible as to I am part of the Mercy Committee. All
right. Okay. Do you have any other topic you want to deal with this morning, Mr. Weeks?
Well, then we've been talking about the elderly last week, and there's a matter that came to my attention. We hear about it in generally. It doesn't affect the elderly only, but I think the elderly is targeted. Ever so often you get these WhatsApp and Messenger messages from persons you don't know, telling you that you've won something and asking for all kind of information about and how you can make how you can claim your prize. And last week or the week before, somebody was brazen enough, not just to send a message, but to call me to tell me that they want to find out why I am not claiming my prize. And I said to this man, look, I never participated in any game. I did not participate in a game. So what kind of prize you're telling me about? I don't want to hear anything from any other man interesting and holding me up. And I had to say a couple of things that I don't normally say. I don't say very often to this man. And eventually he ended the call.
Is this a local person though?
Well, no, it's I think it's a 347 something number. I think it's African.
Okay.
It's an African voice, I heard, but persons can pretend, and with technology, persons have all kind of means by which to
Mr. Weeks,
all kinds of numbers.
I remember there's a former commissioner who was caught high and left dry in one of those scams. So if a former commissioner could get you in that, who are you? You didn't fall for it.
No, I not going to get catching that thing. No matter how dotish I am, I'm not going to, because the commissioner situation may have been different. From the information in the public is that
he said money
was offered. I am not making an excuse for him because he was the security boss at the time. But in the case where they're telling you that somebody left money and you won this prize and all this kind of crap, when you know you never participated in that game, why are you falling for it?
Mr. Weeks, I think because a lot of the elderly they're not as technologically inclined as more younger persons.
This doesn't have anything to do with technology. Excuse me for interrupting you. This is not about technology.
You don't think so? Because I think basically people would more, and not just having people call you because they send messages and ask you to click. Basically, they call it clickbait. And they'll ask you to click on this if you want to accept your prize, or they'll send something saying, congratulations, you've won this. And people out of curiosity, not familiar with the cons that are out there, would click on it. And then they're not sure how to get out of it. And they keep pressing things. You just never know. So I think it has some aspect to do with their ability to understand technology to a point. Also, they're also pressured sometimes. Like how he went on with you and he said he insisted that you collect your prize and to know why you didn't. Some people just do it to get rid of them. You never know.
No, Jillian. You don't have to click anything.
I'm saying some of them have that.
Jill,
You know what? Continue, Mr.
Jillian,
Weeks.
Jillian, we have to respect each other,
We do, and I
listen
expect
to you.
exactly.
Are you going to listen to me?
Go ahead, Mr. Weeks.
The point I'm making, Jillian, and it's a point I made from the very beginning, and it's what I did. I did not participate in any game. I did not buy a ticket anywhere. I did not buy anything from Samsung.
You didn't sign up for anything.
I didn't sign up for anything. I didn't register anything. I have a Samsung phone. I never registered with Samsung. So I don't have any expectation of any prize out there. So once you tell me there's a prize for me, I know something is wrong somewhere. It's either it's an error, and if it's an error, I simply ignore it. Or somebody trying to scam me.
That
and
is
all
true.
I'm saying
My bad. I thought you were talking in general about what happens to the elderly.
Yes, I'm speaking in general, and I'm saying to them that you didn't buy anything anywhere, you didn't buy any ticket, you didn't sign up for anything, you didn't enter into any game of chance. So it is not likely that you're going to win anything. So anybody told you want something, you know you couldn't win anything because you didn't sign up to win anything. You didn't spend your money to win anything. So please simply ignore it. Don't click on anything. It's not about technology. It's common sense. Please leave it alone.
Common sense is not common these days, huh?
Right. So let's ask not just our elderly, but I've heard in the past, it's not just the commissioner, but lawyers. At least one lawyer I heard can't verify it, who got scammed seriously in these matters, because it's not just when they tell you that somebody died and leave this large sum of money, and they want you to participate in retrieving it. Tell them, I can't say.
Jump off somewhere.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Weeks.
So let's try and protect our population, and let's encourage them to please ignore these scams. You sign up for no game, you didn't buy no ticket. If you buy a lottery ticket, you would listen for the results on the radio or wherever else you get it, where your children or grandchildren get it for you.
Okay, Mr. Reese, quickly, I want to move on because we're out of time. This issue that took, not this, the event that took place last Friday, Orange Day, what's your take on that? The significance of it, what's your take on it?
I commend the children and the teachers for trying, or maybe they did bring some attention to a problem that we all must confront in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and maybe around the world. Domestic violence against women is a problem. It's a big problem that we must deal with, and we must do all that we can to stop it, reduce it in the first instance, but ultimately to eliminate it. So it is a problem, but it is not the problem being. The problem is violence. As Mr. Thomas said this morning, in a situation where you had 2 women meeting their death, in that same period, you had about 5 men. So what we need to do is to try to stamp out violence generally. And the portion of the violence, because these men who are violent, some of them might be bullied and simply pick on the weak person, might be bullied and pick on the weak person. But their nature is not simply to be violent against women, their nature is to be violent generally. And women who are in their immediate environment suffer the consequences. So I believe if we attempt to fight against violence generally in the society, we will be more successful in preventing violence against women.
Okay.
And my solution being, it's good that we have the attention of children, no matter how much their attention was captured, no matter in what way their attention was captured, we have their attention. And so we must target them. We must target the children and teach them and encourage them that they must be respectful, they must learn to listen to each other, allow each other to speak. It's not good for when somebody is speaking for you to speak over them. We have to be more tolerant. We have to exercise and show more empathy. And if we can instill that in our children, then down the road, we're going to have a better society.
All right.
So commendation to the folks at the Girls High School and all those who supported them. But we now need to move on to solving the problem. And I believe the only solution to the problem is all the socializing, the agents in the society, the homes, the church, the schools, and whoever else. They must make an effort to ensure that they teach our children not to be abusive, not to be violent against each other.
Okay. All right, Mr. Riggs, want to thank you very much for this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning to do it all over again, all right?
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Riggs. Thank you. All right, cool. And that was Mr. Lansford Weeks with us this morning, the most loved man on the radio. Let's go to the top as we get into 9 o'clock. Jill, you good over there?
I just have a one quick mention. I have a few, but just this one before we go real quick. All right, Sundown Cinema presents, and I'm going to keep reminding you of this throughout the day, the outdoor cinema on Saturday 28th and Sunday the 29th of May, where we
This weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend it is.
All right. Yes, where they transform the grammar school playing field into a mega outdoor event suitable for all ages. So bring a blanket, your pillows, folding chairs, grandma, grandpa, kids, bing, everybody. They're going to be having food and drinks on sale. Pig.
I always hug the Shady boy. Shady to call the name the boy. Your lip done red already, buddy. And sticking.
Popcorn, snacks, and more. Gates will be open at 5:30 p.m. Movie starts at 6:30 p.m.
Movie that.
Tickets are $20 available on the door or in advance from Irie Travel, or you can contact them at Instagram at sundowncinema.svg, or you can WhatsApp them 593-6316. COVID protocols will be in effect.
And don't forget, this weekend we got Bomani show. Tell us about that quickly before we jump into the top there.
All right. Real quick, guys. Bomani celebrating 20 years of raga and soca in fine style at the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel Saturday. Don't forget it. Guest appearances by Luther, Fire Empress,
Busy
Mad
Tone,
Dot, Chanel McKenzie, Johnny Rebel, Kido, and more. They can be backed by the band High Profile and a musical ensemble. Now, they got tickets for 200 VIP, 150. That's a semi-inclusive VIP. General tickets, $60. All right, Ticket Outlet City, Carrera City Store, Shmoo Juice Bar, and just to name a few of our sponsors, we got National Properties, Bank of SVG, CDC, Sunset Shores Beach Hotel, Standard Shippers, the Tourism Authority, ECGC, Carrera's Hazels, Carrera's Distribution Limited, Building and Loan, and Boom 106.
Tell you what, it's just gone past 9 o'clock in SVG and the Eastern Caribbean. Let's do this and come on the other side, and we're going to jump into some of the bacchanal this morning. Shady, over to you. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Soca Team Boom, we would like to welcome you on board Flight 1069. Mission, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival. Soca Aviation regulations requires that you fet with the Soca Team for the duration of this flight.
Well, this is Scott in this thing, man, on the Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team. Real steel.
Well, they done as your boy Casper G on Flight 1069. Boom Soca Team. Don't play with it.
And the shouting, hey, dicey call, Flight 1069, Boom Soca Team, Destination Vincimas. Hey, tell them chemist, let go the gas mask.
Once again, welcome on board and enjoy Flight 1069 with the Boom Soca Team.
just a wine in a zone and like me all and she feel the boat and tell me say me cold and she give me warm fire, break up me heart. I am married to the daughter, yeah.
Oh yeah, your body feeling alright, your body feeling.
Lord, back it up with your pressure. I'm feeling to the whole life, back it up with your pressure. Don't worry, everything alright, back it up with your pressure, baby. I'm feeling to jump like crazy, back it up with your pressure. When you wine and go down this pressure, so hold me tight and don't let go. Wine and come up this pressure, so party nice and I would not go home. Lord, party nice and I would not go home. How we go to now? To slow down, your body in control now. Party is the code now, and grooving is the mode now. Just kidding. When you wine and go down this pressure, so hold me tight and don't let go. Wine and come up this pressure, so party nice and I would not go home. Lord, party nice and I would not go home. Jump, so when you wine and go down this pressure, plenty pressure. When you wine and come up this pressure, plenty pressure. So much element and soca music. Them start that freedom is a roll up on boat and try to move it. Now the shit we want to see of that how I miss the carnival. Just a missing ball, singing to Barbados,
I out there to celebrate, I come to look fine. You talking later and woman, don't have to talk twice.
Get on board with the Boom Soca team on Flight 1069.
Okay, I was longing to do this again. All the time, get on board and party with me friends. I'm feeling something coursing through me veins. All of the strong rum gone straight to me brain. I going overboard.
It's not kind on the road. The energy of
I going overboard.
We come in sharp like a soul. Drunk and dirty, that is the goal. Yes.
When I drink it overboard, I'm staggering overboard. Me head a chip overboard. I jam in it overboard.
When the drink is overboard, I staggering overboard. We have a chip overboard. I jam in it overboard. How that time it's that canal with the team. There is no weaker than a scene. If you cannot handle the rum and soca, well, you got party with me. Energies in the air, people ready to rain. We bet until morning come on. Tonight we betting again.
I was longing to do this again. Get on board and party with me friends. I'm feeling something coursing through me veins. All of the strong rum gone straight to me brain. I going overboard.
It's not kind on the road. The energy of
I going overboard.
we come in sharp like a soul. Drunk and dirty, that is the code.
When I drink it overboard, I'm staggering overboard. Me head a kiss overboard. I jump in it overboard.
When the drink is overboard, I staggering overboard.
See how much you want to be. Right now and push them up and up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gonna up and up, up and up, up and up. Everybody hands gonna up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gonna up and up, up and up, up and up. The place go flatten for this. Fretting this spot, all we know. Place will tear up for this. Fretting this spot, all we know. Heard you want for this. Mash up this spot, all we know. Boom, anywhere, any venue, anywhere, all we go.
They like how it fleshy, they love how it fat. They like how it fleshy. When I push it, tell me again. When I push it, it needs to be back a man, and it's up, and it's up. It needs to be back a man, and it's up, and it's up. All it needs to be back a man, fling it up, fling it up. It needs to be back a man, fling it up, fling it up.
You had a good weekend, buddy. You had a good weekend, buddy.
That's getting tea. The food that you eating pretty, girl. What it have in it? They like how it take. They like how it fat.
Go on, Shady.
We have it natural. And some people that. Oh, you want to stick down there. Oh, you think I don't need my down there. Oh, just stay really down there. Stay right it, stay right it.
Destination Vincy Mas with the Boom Soca team.
Shady boy.
I'm feeling it.
Is it?
Shady,
Shady, that was the kind of zest you been getting on with last night, boy. Oh, you ain't talking about the event last night, man. I see you on Big Flyer. I love you, buddy. How was the party?
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good turnout. Good vibes.
How much was to go in that?
$50.
How much people you think they had?
How
much people you think they had, song?
Teach him, Bing. Teach him. He's not promoting his event properly.
I'm not allowed to say this thing.
You're not allowed to say those things.
You're supposed to say, boy, it was wicked if you see woman in the place. If you say, we can carry on.
I know we've been going.
Where you going, Shady? Listen, a very good friend of mine. But Grandson asked me about this evening, nobody. Where's your story, boy? Chambers, why don't you walk down here? You trying to put me out to go walking this afternoon?
You should go.
You think so, Joe?
Yeah. Can you turn down the music a little bit? A little bit, thank you. Yes.
Shady, is the same thing you tell me just now? Same thing you tell me now.
If you go, I'll go with you. Well, actually, I don't believe in inviting myself anywhere, but you should go, definitely. It helps a lot, mentally especially.
Okay.
And when you have to come here and deal with certain people, you need
How
to
Hamilton
be
get
mentally...
into this now? How Hamilton get into this? You see why you such a confusion person? We bring Hamilton name into this one now. Huh? What did Hamilton do to you this morning? What did Hamilton do to you? What is your problem with Mr. Hamilton?
I don't have a problem with
So why are you bringing him into this?
I have a problem with his attitude. All right?
Let me. I've got a good friend of mine who just sent me this. He said, "Good morning. Poultry feed raise by an average of $8 a sack." He said, "I know ECGC has to protect their business model and investors, but has the government offered them any relief so that they could have maintained the price or lower in case of increases? This is real and would affect people from this week here. School feed program, persons selling pastries and cakes that use eggs. It might be cheaper as a country to import eggs now that produce local instead of producing local." That's basically what he's saying. I'm doing an analysis, but with the idea on how much the local eggs would increase by, it's difficult. On the farm, okay, he said that there's a typo there. BTW, what that BTW there?
By the way.
Pig feed raise as well. So pork will increase. Shady boy, you a dead boy. If they raise pork meat, boy. you Shady, how you gonna make it, buddy?
You can eat fish.
Nah.
You a dead man. You can eat fish.
I eat them fish. I go in gym. So
you go in gym? You gymming? Okay. Give ECGC rainforest deal. That's one suggestion. That's one interesting one day. What do you think about that?
At least it didn't just come with criticisms, they came with a solution.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Really and truly, there's something there. You know why? Even though we don't want to kill our local producers right here, if you notice, most of the imported goods are cheaper than the local, which is really interesting. You would think it would be the other way around.
Message again on your phone. That sounds like Jill. Should you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even hear it though. What did it say?
I can't repeat that underrated, Jill.
I didn't hear it. I guess I touched something. Come on, man.
I just find that is too sexy for on a morning program. It's a family program, Jill. What kind of things you have on your phone there? Jill,
Why?
Pull it together, please.
I'm trying.
The family program, Jill.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear what it said though, but Butterfingers. That's my excuse. Butterfingers.
Did you play one of your recordings? Is that a Shady?
Go.
Shady.
Talk about what you wanted to talk about.
I don't know nothing. Someone said to give ECGC rape forest
Rainforest.
rape
Rip.
forest deal.
Let me get back to what I was saying, right? Because
The phone one, the one on the phone. I think I'm going to call Prime Minister Gonsalves because I've got a number of things on air. That is, I'm going to call him on air.
Let's see how that works. Let's see if he'll take your call.
Why would he take that? I'm going to say it's coming from Shady. Shady is a big ULP man. Hey, listen, you're also playing around with the phone. If you got something to say, call us at 451-1069. Don't call us on the phone like that, okay? Yeah. The issue, because somebody on the live is saying that Prime Minister Gonsalves explained last Wednesday on his
Yes, Mr. Prime Minister program.
No, the weekly program on NBC Radio, Wednesday program, about the factors that was involved in the mostly thing. But I didn't hear that. Morning, caller, you live?
Morning, Brother Bing.
Morning.
I just want to just tell the public this thing. For 8 years, I've done research with vaccines.
Wait, we ain't talking about no vaccine now. I'm not talking about vaccine.
No, I'm not talking about vaccine. I'm talking about the new pox. I want to.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about the pox now.
You're not talking. Well, could I just say quickly something?
No. If it had to do with pox or vaccine, no.
Well, when could I talk about the pox? Because, my brother, I want you to tell you that it can be affecting us now.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that now. We talking about eggs going raise and all them kind of thing. You just eat egg?
No, but what
you don't eat egg? You just eat cake?
Yeah, but what I'm
saying... Oh, you don't eat egg and you just eat cake?
What I'm saying to you, my brother, is that unless we speak about what is happening, I am saying that pox can be affecting us now because it is in America. I am only begging you, my brother, that if we don't come here, if I don't come, HIV, I spoke about it.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that now. We talking about that now.
What I'm saying, my brother, we need to help our people as they cluster together.
Yeah, but we can't do it whenever you think about it. You can just call and say, we talking
No,
pox.
I am not doing it because about myself. I care about you. I care about ourselves.
Yeah, but we have an agenda here. You can't set my agenda. What do you think it is?
Your agenda, but you raised the matter this morning. And
you should have called then. My brother, I love you, all right? Now is not the time for that. Thank you very much. I love you, my brother. Yeah, let's go. Good job.
I bet he love me now.
Huh?
I bet he love me now.
Why?
You come back.
Now he's a good man. That's your boy. Caller, good morning.
Yes, sorry. I just me just calling back. I just want to say that yesterday, that weeks, I want to commend him. He tried to get the issue with the multi committee on the agenda, and Sister Ryan tried all his best to knock it down until he was consistent. And
hold on, Bigger. Hold on. Explain that properly. We was trying to get it on the agenda, but Sister Ryan tried to knock it down. Explain that some more.
Yeah, well, here what happened yesterday, and the wash, and actually the definitely could have get to that program thing. The worship program,
worship the Prime Minister, worship Ralph.
Worship Ralph program yesterday. Yes, Mr. Weeks raised the issue of the division of the Mercy Committee. He raised it, and he raised, and 20 times he raising it when Sister Rand was to at least buttress it. He basically don't play it. You see me? So that's the reason why when Ralph came calling, Ralph didn't really see it fit for him to really continue, because Sister would have done such a good job to try to knock it down. You know what I mean? But I want to commend Mr. Weeks and trying to bring it up, but it was knocked down by the main host. The main altar boy.
Altar boy. We're really saying.
When they having a watch, we have altar boys to big. But here what thing? It's just X now. I think the ex-farmers them it has some serious problem, because here what happened. It's hard for them to get x-rays. When they got board begin to link things. Board, you can't really board them well, but less today. And then we'll lay more tomorrow. When those eggs come in, they begin to come. And like to tell you. They, because remember I was in a business already day.
Yes.
They have it cut out for them. I know egg price need to go up, but there's nothing because what they gonna do? when the boards them let them keep them, you can suck them. You can go withhold them or hold them and keep them from the public because sometimes have a short shelf life and they come in every day. And for me, something really need to be done because it's a lot of money to feed and I want to address what Jill is saying. Jill, we don't have no feed at all. Not at all we make feed in Simmons and the Grenadines, producing Simmons and the Grenadines.
What do you mean?
Those the feed to feed the boards them.
Right, okay.
Those seeds are imported. Those things, the raw material, all of them are imported and just put together. What PCGC basically do is put them together.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and they are imported from those same very countries that will sell exports, and they naturally has a cheaper source, a cheaper feed. So right there, and they produce board, and one farm of board in one of those countries is the whole entire country. All the farmers in Simmons to put together. You know what I mean? So right there, you could see one is mass production, and the availability of a more reduced price and feed, and that is the cost of raising board feed. Feed is very, very expensive. So
Do you think a poultry farm cooperative would help where all the farmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines get together and either form an association or organization?
And cut out ECGC as we want to?
I think it'll help cut costs in some shape and form.
No, I don't think I can't say they could cut out ECGC unless they decide to set up their own
mill.
So nobody has tried to use any kind of a substitute.
You could use substitute and Jill, yes. And I like Jill as line of argument, but do we have enough of those things on the ground to really make an impact?
But what can we do though, Bigger? What do we do? Just sit back and throw our hands in the air and wait?
No, we can't sit back and throw our hands in the air. And that is the reason why I was saying that for me, if I was to make a decision on that quarry, I would have ring-fenced those monies that are likely to be derived from that quarry, and then we could have started and put all of it, put majority of it into building our farming sector. Because for me, the money from that could have come now, and then we could have even used some of that to start up a feed mill. Maybe importing our own raw material from abroad to put the feed together. I think a proper study needs to be done to see how cost effective it is. If it will be cheaper for us to do it ourselves, or to continue to let but because I don't know. It's really hard on the farm of them to do in boards. I was in it before, and I said before, and I decided, you know what, let me leave that alone because it's costly. It's costly. Even the meat boards to big. Even the meat boards too. That's the reason why when they produce a meat board in siblings, you'll find meat coming in from abroad. Chicken. And our meat are organic and you know what I mean, and everything, but how you guys compete with 2 pounds like water? You know what I mean?
But bigger, you're in the restaurant business. You surely will be affected if egg price goes up this week.
Of course, even the bakery too, because we bake a lot of cake, we use a lot of eggs, but our bakery too. So it's not even the restaurant alone thing. Because, you know what I mean? You know, we got the bakery now.
Right.
And so it's both of them.
But what do you do? What do you do? Do you pass on the costs to your customers?
The customers, them can't even carry a price increase now. Trust me, because everybody is strapped for money right now, and I said it earlier, being with Major and a program. I said, Major, if that war, and that is on the 24th of February, I said it. I said, if that war really has to fight, it will make COVID look like a Sunday school child, and it's turning out to be that economically I was referring to. And what is happening now? Gas today, I went to the gas pump today to put gas in the vehicle. Being it's $15 change. Even though they said that they were going to they're taking a reduction and the fees that they pay at the importation of the fuel. The fuel price still that is not enough to cover it, you know what I mean? So watch me. We can't throw our hands in the air, but when we have opportunities to collect money or to make money on behalf of the country, we have to use it. And the quarry is one of those.
What is the latest with the quarry though? As it started with regards to its preparation to get ready to start mining. What is the latest on it?
The latest on the quarry is that Ralph Gonzalez said the quarry is not going to the quarry would not be halted. Would not be halted, right?
It will move on.
Exactly. So in fact, that the NDP knew that they were going to take it to Parliament to try to get them to stop it. They knew that they knew that they would have been, it would have been voted down because they do not have majority in Parliament to get it to carry through. But I want to commend them still and trade because at least it will be on the hand side to show. But then a deal like that thing and it might find it might be getting boring to some people, but for me, a lot of people is interested in it because I'm raising awareness of this quarry and what the benefit that this quarry could have bring to us, especially at a time like now being when we have been saying we need every dollar we could put our hands on. You can't get $1 billion business, and I want people to look at it. Look at the comparison of $200 and something million that Sir James said that he was stripped by those people in Africa. That's just $200 and something million.
Will this quarry? Let me stop you there because we're almost all the time. Will this quarry be able to adequately service all of the needs in SVG?
More than it all depends on the amount of equipment that is put inside there. Long as what I'm hearing is going to happen, it will be enough to you'll have more cement and enough to export.
So but nothing is stopping someone else, like a bigger bigs, for example, from going and mining in another location. Like, for example, the project which was supposed to have came for the mouth of the, what's it called down there now? Not that
the river.
The river.
Where they said the second, the number one site they said was in the river,
right?
In Walilabu or Walilabu.
Right. What is stopping another investor in the business from going there and get into that same type of business?
First to begin, you have to get the blessing, the sort of blessing like what Reno has gotten from the government.
Vote for Ralph?
I don't know if anybody are so lucky to get such a blessing because the one that Reno got there, trust me.
So we're saying you vote for Ralph? You vote for Ralph or how you all Picard?
I don't know. Well, Reno didn't vote for Ralph.
We don't know. We don't know what Reno's arrangement with the parties. I don't show him. He been there. Jill, you know.
You might have a heavy financier.
A financier? But nothing wrong with if you get a little thing, pass on something to get something.
Little thing? You have to be able to give enough that they could buy a constituency. None of the thing. You have to be able to give enough that they could buy a whole constituency.
You ain't going to help. Give me my mousy here, so let me leave you alone with that this morning.
Love you, baby. I asked them casting and jail. But trust me, see what the farmers them need help, and that quarry could have helped. That's just the ring fencing money, and that money could have really helped.
Someone is saying
farming in general in Finland.
Someone is saying bigger that quarry ship has sailed. Bigger, let it go and move on. Someone said
no. Watch me. Look at how far ship sail go. We have the power that we could bring back the ship back to shore. We could bring it back to shore. In the other way, trust me. We the people have the power to bring back to turn around that mega ship and bring it back to shore.
All right. Okay, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Jill. We got Dr. Richards coming up in a couple of minutes. No, that's a 1:45. Yeah, Shady, you got my. Oh Lord, Jill, why you knocking down everything in here? So why stop? So hold on, Shady. Caller, good morning.
Bing Joseph.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning.
Say good morning. Say good morning to the others in the studio too.
Miss Jill.
Good morning. Good morning.
Her name is
Jill. Me and Miss Jill is all right, Jill.
Oh,
I believe we have a better relationship than me and you.
That's all right.
And Shady, well, as usual.
Shady make money last night, so he go. Whether you tell him money or not, he couldn't be bothered.
Jealous. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyhow, you're not going to try to take me to task and me can't get to it. Few things I want to say.
Go on, buddy. Go
I
on.
know you.
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Two things. One, concerning the price of animal feed, whether birds or pig or whatever, rabbit or whatever. The situation here is that a lot of these people who does these as an occupation will soon have to leave and go on the breadline also. Because when you have to put on $8 per one sack of fowl feed or pig feed, and sometime a man farm those take all 10 sacks of feed per day. Depends on how much fowl you have. You think $80 a day extra on feeding your fowl and them, you could make anything? I suggest Vincent will have to change from eggs, and I can't say could go back to fish. Because if you observe since the Prime Minister once came on radio and said that his chief fish where he does eat is sprat, in which people used to just dump when they pull in the seine. Damper you could have picked up a bucket full of something that they around the beach stink. When you do the short from since he said that is his chief meal, sprat become dearer than kingfish.
No, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Being a stew, go in a supermarket right now and you will see 2 pounds of sprat for about $18. What nonsense you're telling me? It's because you don't go.
Sometimes they'll leave you in your ignorance. Eh? You even hear why I go and say it, you don't jump down to my throat. Eh? I was about to tell you the reason why sprat prices are so high. Not because the Prime Minister said that is a street me. What kind of stupidness you just come up with, really? That makes sense. So what if you say that? So the Prime Minister said, because the Prime Minister said that is the best, that is the meal, is the most, that carry up fish price. What kind of stupidness you really just talk something? You listen to yourself? You must go back and listen back to the recording the way you say sometimes. Eh?
I'm telling you.
The reason why spot prices are so high is because the Venezuelan ships come in and buy them out and use them as bait. The long liners them. How much fish Prime Minister going to eat?
It's Jack. It's Jack Dillon's use.
No, it's sprat.
Not sprat. Not sprat.
How you know? Huh? How you know?
When I could have moved wrong, I mean no.
When was that? How long that was?
I resolved to answer you back there. But I'm telling you, from since sprat became somebody's more delicious dish, people begin to rush and carry sprat price.
What?
Last you buy upon a sprat?
Why everything have to be so political?
This is not political.
But
I am saying that sprat price.
You really gonna say on the phone here this morning and tell me, a big man like me, you think I have no sense that because the Prime Minister he just eats sprat, that sprat price gone up? What kind of stupidness you just find yourself talking sometimes? That makes sense?
Somebody might call
where here is really? Where come back in here this morning and put on and hear this kind of nonsense on my head? I am telling you, the reason why sprat price has gone up is because the longliners ship come in and they use them for bait. They buy them out for bait. So therefore, there's a shortage on the market and the price go up. An increase in demand of supply. What stupid you tell about Prime Minister? Prime Minister say he doesn't eat sprat, therefore sprat price gone up.
Don't try defender, but you can't get no sprat for buy.
I just tell you why. Okay, the Prime Minister buying out all the sprat and them then. Ralph buying out all the sprat them then. Okay.
You might
you go with that.
You
go with that.
You have a good portion of your father.
You go with that I'm afraid for that. You go with the fact that Ralph buy out all the spot and them, so therefore spot ain't available and the price gone up. That makes sense to you? Eh? You take that run, go away. Call New Time City. Call New Time City and tell them so too and peddle it. Just chopping nonsense. It bothering me.
The other thing.
Yeah, tell me.
Annexation, the other thing.
Yeah, let go.
Concerning that pardon that was given. I know a man in jail now must be about close to 30 years. And he became a model prisoner that if prison want, they could pay his passage and give him some money and send him America to do shopping for them. And he wouldn't stay in America, he would do the shopping and come right back. And I could remember people appealed for mercy for him, but he's still there. He's still there, model prisoner.
Yeah, something definitely stink with that mercy.
But then it leads me to ask me, if a woman do something and they incarcerate her, nobody know when she not appeal to mercy committee, but mercy committee rush to get she pardon. But the among the things that across my mind, that you might be annoyed by. I wonder if it's my girlfriend. I wonder if it's my girlfriend. What if it's a side stuff?
Oh Lord. I don't have all the facts to the matter. All I could tell you is that she come from South Central Windward. That's all I can tell you.
Because me can't see that. And I wonder if she's pregnant so that she can't spend the time with a pregnancy. It leaves the
How much children she has, Jill?
He leaves the status number.
4 children.
There is nothing wrong with having 5. I have 5 children. What is wrong with you? Sometimes that I'm boy, you see you sometimes you don't.
Oh Lord,
you just cross my path with your biasness and all the time. Bing, what kind of affiliation is there that Ashigani you are willing to take care?
The Prime Minister going to Cuba this week. I promise I'm going to call him before we go and try to see if I could get him money to answer all those questions. I would say Mr. Mackenzie wants to know, and I'll ask a question to you.
Comrade will tell you he can't answer that good man question. He goes to leave Mackenzie alone.
No, you can say my friend. My friend.
Of course.
My friend, Mr. You can say,
it's only when he start to behave with the outrageous behavior, and I talk, people just think I hate you, know. But well, he be like bosom friend.
You can say, well, my brother Slider, definitely. My brother Slider. My good friend and brother Slider.
If I see a friend I go breaking neck, and I see the danger, and I try to hold him back, I try to show he certain things, and then he no want that. Well, if me too small to show he certain ideas of value, me have to leave the company, and now me leave the company. He got some of them, like the latest disease. One of them from down fountain down there. The monkeypox.
What? We have monkeypox in the winter. What can I?
No, I didn't say. I said.
You said fountain. Who live in fountain like monkeypox?
Not like. It's monkeypox. I want to know the difference. Monkeypox is a disease.
God bless you this morning, okay?
And he too, right?
It's a disease.
So my body, then try to find out. Give me an
Yeah. I promise I go call. I hope it's not tomorrow. When I get off the radio, I call his office and I go ask Angie if I could speak to the PM, and I go say I want you to come on tomorrow morning because Mr. Mackenzie would like to know about the Morsi problem, the Morsi questions in them. And you say, my brother Slider. Oh yeah.
Remember, I used to got 9 different
Yeah.
9 different phone numbers, so some of them where you all can't get,
Yeah.
But I just see some calling.
All right.
Because I don't know how he find himself.
Well, I'm going to try. As soon as I get out the radio, I'm going to call, what's your name again? Angie, and ask Angie if I could get the PM to come on because I want to ask some questions. He said, yeah.
Because this thing is puzzling Vincent, John.
My brother Slider?
I hope that is not another arm of his life.
Oh gosh, Mackenzie, thank you very much. Here, thank you very much.
Hope that is not another arm of his life.
May the forces be with you. Have a good one. Thank you very much.
No me why forces and no God is with me. I know Yahweh with me, Yahshua is with me, and the Hagias, the blessed Holy Ghost, is with me, and our angel surround me.
Well, God bless you. Plenty blessings for you. Have a good one this morning. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Mackenzie for you this morning. What a time.
Y'all better be careful. The PM locking off people,
But yeah, boy.
Quick to lock off people these days, isn't it?
Who get locked off? Friday? Who?
I saw a picture circulating with him and the same person.
No, he never get locked off. Major never get locked off. Can I show you this? Major never. Morning caller, your life. Major never get locked off. Good morning. Good morning caller, your life.
Good morning to the baddest man in town.
It is wait for me, boy. Oh, it is wait for me, boy. Punishment. Let me go. One time. Jump into it one time. Give me the punishment one time. Let me go.
Well, I mentioned your name and I was hoping that you stay off for a while, but while it's Jill's on the radio, you have to come. Right?
Wow.
I was so happy you were not there to carry on with all what you like to carry on. Well, I hear you when you come on this morning because it was on some of the stuff and it's on.
Okay.
But I hope you're fine. You're not looking out for me as a good
comrade.
As a sweet, no. As a sugar man, as a sweetest man.
Okay. As a comrade sugar man.
Yeah.
Comrade sweet man. A comrade sweet man.
Not because I don't know if I could perform like how I perform, because we have a lot of mouth. Some of us have just mouth.
We have a lady in the studio now. Gosh, man. What kind of thing is this really, eh? We have a lady in the studio, man.
Yes, I know we have a lady. A lovely lady. And I know you love her very much, right?
Very much.
Thank God she's a lady. She's a lady.
Good. More punishment when I listen to this thing.
Yeah.
You have anything to say on Mercy this morning?
Mercy?
Yes.
Well. The amount of people want mercy upon themselves in this country. But the Prime Minister knows well. He knows who he can pick, who he can select. Because that lady I hear you all talking about, there must be some close connection with him and that lady. After all,
you're speculating here, right? You're speculating. Do you know for a fact?
I know how. I listened to the man talking about her.
What did he say?
I can't recall everything.
But if you hear him talk, you could say what he said. What exactly did you hear him say? Exactly.
Well, he knows her very well. He went to secondary school, something like that.
Who went to secondary school? He and she can be.
Huh?
He and she would not have been to secondary school together.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said he spoke about her as being going to secondary school and she's a farmer and all that kind of stuff.
And what wrong with that?
I'm coming with that intro. I said, look out. That's a nice way of softening it up. Just like how you might come in this studio and say, my princess. Referring to any woman you have there.
Oh, Lord, boy, boy. Oh, God.
But listen, man. I remember when you got married,
Dave, leave my business alone. Why you like to bring my business on the radio for,
man?
Man.
But I as a good brother congratulated you. I still remember
I still have one piece of the cake for my wedding. You want me to send piece for you?
Too late.
Okay.
When I congratulate you, wedding done take place, me and nothing, and I didn't like your response. I will remind you one of these days when I see you, because I'm always looking out for you, wishing you well and so on. By the way,
you want somebody inheritance money? You want somebody inheritance money from my father, no? That's where you're lining up to. You're trying to get to.
But
if that is what you're trying to get to, come straight now. Let me organize the thing for you.
Yes. Well,
All right, good. I know where to find you. I know where to find you. Thank you. All right? You got to make some room for Pastor now.
You don't know this thing anyhow. Anyhow, I listen for the Prime Minister coming on your radio station because I'm tired of hearing too much yes men. Yes, Mr. Prime Minister. Yes, Mr. Prime Minister.
Shady, you can't play.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Oh gosh! There's my song. Jelly, this is our song this morning. As we get ready for Dr. Richards, this is my song. There we go. Slider!
I never fight down nobody now.
For you, Slider.
Nobody breath. That is not in my nature.
Dave, you too, Dave.
See people with them things and vex them of it. Especially when they work hard for it. But it have some people.
No. Let go, Shady. We train words for them this morning.
On flight 1069.
Get on board. Line up.
Ready now.
Board and call.
Yeah. Hear me now. I never bad mind nobody yet. I never fight down nobody now. I never try stop nobody breath. That is not in my nature, no. I never see people with them things and vex them of it. Especially when they work hard for it. But it have some people, soon as they walk to your door, they put a stumbling block in your road. They practice evil.
Jelly, I sing this for them when they come at you.
And some of them close. They're close to it.
What we tell them?
I'm telling you, enemies from the borderline. We're not blind. We don't stop them long time. Yes, enemies from the borderline. So remove yourself. We don't want to friend from them. We don't want to drink from them. We don't want to drink from them.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, side it up, on the line. Easy wins with Easy wins.
Get the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $10 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, side it up, on the line. Easy wins with
Low terms and conditions apply.
Not all heroes wear capes. Celebrate her this Mother's Day and all month long at Courts. Superheroes need furniture to rest, appliances to fuel up, and even laptops and phones to stay connected.
We have all endured the wait for 2 years.
I know you're feeling pain.
Now, our time is here for the masquerade, the sweet sounds of steel, a showcase of Kaiso and energy like no other at Soca Monarch. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival 2022, June 24th to July 5th. Vincy Mass, Think Nice Again.
Tingo nice again. When I'm with my friends, we go party and never stop till we end up all in again.
Grab a bottle now. I'm in Sip Plum Rose Sparkling Water. Beyond water.
Protect the children. Yeah. Don't be afraid to speak out. Teach the kids their rights. Physical and sexual abuse must stop.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosint General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosint General Insurance Company.
20 years of ragga and soca. Make your way to the Sunset Shores Beach Hotel for a night of live performances from Bomani and special guests Luta, Fire Empress, Mansar, Kido, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel, and more. All backed by the high-profile band and the musical ensemble. So come out and celebrate at Grateful Bomani. 20 years of ragga and soca. Saturday, May 28th at Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
We have all endured the wait for 2 years.
I know you're feeling pain.
Now, our time is here for the masquerade, the sweet sounds of steel, a showcase of Kaiso and energy like no other at Soca Monon. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival 2022, June 24th to July 5th. Vincy Mass, take the ice again.
Tingo nice again. When I'm with my friends, we go party and never stop till we end up all in again.
Higher education is a must for your future. UE Open Campus is in touch, no more than ever. We offer programs of quality, affordability, online, on-site, on demand. From undergraduate to PhD, fulfill your dreams, acquire your degree at Open Campus. Come in and see us at UE Open Campus. Your success is a must.
Apply today. Visit our website at www.open.uwi.edu. You can call us at 456-1183.
Always be sure you settle for more. Get up to 35% off because fully comprehensive vehicle insurance and still cover a whole lot more. Enjoy higher discounts and better coverage for any kind of vehicle, car, SUV or pickup with free loss of use, windscreen cover and special perils. To sign up, call BMC Agencies Limited at 457-1066 or log on to beacon.co.tt and settle for more today.
Let's check in with the dot and look at things with a wider lens. Pastor Richards on OMG.
All right. It's now time for Dr. Richards. Shady, bring him forward to me, please. Good morning to you, Doc.
Good morning, Bing.
How are you this morning?
Alive, well, being functional.
Great.
Not the best Monday for me, but what can we say? We keep going, all right?
All right, gotta do that.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. Life throws a lot of circumstances at you, and you just, it's a mindset that no matter what the circumstance in your way, you gotta keep plowing on.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
Definitely. How was your weekend, though, Doc?
Functional. I functioned. I had some bad news over the weekend in relation to a friend of mine, and so it kind of messed with my weekend, to be quite honest with you.
Wow.
But I'm ready to, like I said, to function.
And all the adversity.
If you have a question for me or whatever, I'm ready to function. I can't stay in one.
Let me jump straight into my question. That's your name tag there, the color in which it's in. You seen it?
Yes, orange. Yes,
orange. Last Friday, my mind went on you. When I saw it, my mind went on you. I don't know why. What's your take and how do you feel about what took place with the schools last Friday?
I'm glad you asked that, Bing. I've been advocating, and I actually wore orange just about every day this weekend gone. Your good friend also reached out to me on a matter. You'll hear more about this later on in the week. That I would also sit on a forum and a panel to discuss the matter. Last week I sat with Miss Richards from the Women's Council, National Council of Women.
Right.
On my at church on Sunday, I made a statement. I paused in the middle of the service just before I preached to actually make a statement on the issue of violence. And while the matter of IPV or violence against women or gender-based violence, while this is in the spotlight, it has become a catalyst for a wider issue of violence. So maybe there's a little bit of opportunism here, and I apologize to the ladies at the church for seemingly hijacking their cause, because I want to legitimize their call and their pain and what they feel. I want to do that, and the way they were able to mobilize and have all of these schools, get involved in wearing of orange. And so the splash of orange on the weekend could not fail to catch your awareness, Bing. But like I said to the church and those who missed my remarks on violence that preface my message, as I said to the church, the issue is not singularly, and I think we make a mistake if we make the issue singularly about violence against women. And so I join with all those who are saying we have a wider issue of violence within our society, not just us here. And again, I said this in my preface on Sunday. It is not a Vincentian problem. I actually said some things that might annoy some people, because I said it is not a Vincentian problem. It is not merely a woman's problem. And I know that's problematic when I say that. I said it's not a government problem, because we love to say it's the government fault for everything. And so I said, if we begin to pigeonhole and narrow such a fundamental societal issue, and it's not just a St. Vincent issue, we are missing, and we are missing the point. It's not even a legal issue. And I try to funnel and understand, and in my preface and in my remark on Sunday, to get it out there, the kind of issue that we are dealing with, and how wide it is, and how pervasive, and trying to understand the root causes which lie within the spirit of man, how we value each other. It's really fundamentally, at the very core, it is a spiritual issue. And until we get that, we will be firing scatter shots and thinking that we are firing a shot, against this matter of violence against women. We may hit that, but we might miss a wider target, violence in our societies. And again, not just in Vincent. I'm sorry to say, I was reading this morning about the violence around the world, and there are many other countries that are way ahead of St. Vincent when it comes to the issue of assault and violent crimes. So again, if we get too myopic on this and think this is our problem, and singularly and solely our problem, we are missing something. So let's think deep. Let's think solutions.
But Doc, you while I wholeheartedly embrace what you said, you can also understand and empathize as to why it would zero in on women and say violence against women. A woman happens to be the weak of the sex.
You're making some good points. Go ahead.
Physically, that is, to begin with. And we are getting more and more, it's becoming the norm now, more and more, that we hear about violence against women, and it's accepted from the standpoint of, it's just another one, basically, and we move on. But I get what you're saying, that's violence across the landscape in general. That is something that we need to deal with. But why not start with the weaker sex? Why not start with the children? Violence against children.
I am totally understanding where you're coming from, but we have to be very careful as if we want to effectively address the issue. We can deal with the peripherals, the things that are on the outside. Now, the Overton, I had talked about the Overton window time and again on this station and other fora, I have spoken about the Overton window, aka the numbing down of society, where the ridiculous becomes accepted. And I say that to say, Bing, think with me. I think with me through this. It is as if we are not very careful, we will get to the point where we are far more accepting of violence against men. And the only outrage we will express is when it is against children and against women and against the marginalized. And we have to be very careful because we could be numbing down the society, aka the Overton window, where we are actually accepting of the fact, well, no big deal if it's violence against men, but if it's against women, if it's against children, we got to make a big deal about it. Now, again, while I understand this and I understand the empathy and everything that goes into that outrage, we have to be very careful that we don't redirect our attention. And the only thing that gets us outraged and the only thing that gets us up in arms, it is when these marginalized groups or when these vulnerable groups, whether it is children or women or the elderly, etc., when they are affected, that we will cry out. But being violence is the core cancerous issue, and typically the weak, the children, and the women are those that we deem to be the ones who won't push back. Those are the ones, when it is perpetrated on them, it is absolutely normal to feel a sense of outrage being. And so I understand when a woman gets cut to pieces. Of course. I understand when a woman is wrapped in a blanket and left somewhere. Of course, I understand. I don't know the circumstances surrounding some of the minors who have died, but if any of it is foul play, I understand the outrage. But there is something at the core that is driving how we treat women and how we treat children and how we treat the marginalized. And until we can get to the more global issue of what is driving this violence, the offshoots in terms of how it is expressed towards women and how it is expressed towards children and all of that, would divert us away from the cause. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to minimize anything, but I am saying let's be very careful that we don't too quickly over segment, divide this into segments, that we miss tackling the problem from a holistic point of view. That's what I'm trying to say, Bing.
Right.
Dr.
Go ahead. Certainly, go ahead.
I keep hearing that a lot, Dr. Richards, that we need to deal with violence on a whole. Now, I'm glad you referenced violence as a malignant tumor. As a cancer tumor, if I heard you correctly.
Yes,
now,
I
the
did
thing
say.
is with cancers and tumors, depending on how malignant it is, they have to start in different segments, treat in different segments. And I think that's what we're trying to do when we deal with, like Bing was saying, the weaker sexes, which are the women and the children. I don't really like the terminology weaker, but I
I get
prefer
you.
vulnerable.
Yeah,
Right?
I
But I
said
understand.
I
physically.
take that correction,
Yes,
by
yes,
the way. I take that correction. Thank you, Jill.
yes. But I think that's yes, we need to deal with violence on a whole, but I think that's how we get to make some sort of progress, by really dealing with it in segments.
Jill, I'm going to agree with you wholeheartedly from the perspective of look at what happened this weekend. It was what pushed the splash of orange. Why the runway was lined. And by the way, Bing, your son was outstanding in his presentation. I have to tell you that. What caused people in offices across, we've never seen this for a long time. I've been engaging, Bing, you know this, in helping to advocate for women. I've gone marches with them. I've done various things. We've never seen this level of support. Something was catalytic, Jill. Something was catalytic. Something drove it. And it was not the shooting up of the guy in Kingston Park or out at Calico or whatever. It wasn't that. It was what was done to women. You see what I'm saying? So yes, that brought a level of awareness. And I am being apologetic here because I am saying, although I don't want to hijack that, you almost and be opportunistic, but you have to be opportunistic because this is a moment. This is a moment of heightened awareness, and the splash of orange is telling our country we can't do something. This can't be like this. We brought a level of awareness. Now, if we limit the impact of this kind of awareness and we limit it, Jill, to merely crime against women, I think we would have missed an opportunity. So yes, I'm being opportunistic, apologetically so. I'm being opportunistic to hijack this level of awareness and say, here is a good chance to not just zero in on the woman, the issue as related to women only, but to use this as a catalyst to speak widely about violence. There's a heightened sense of consciousness, and we want to seize the moment. This is not to minimize in any way, Jill. And this is not to sideline in any way at all the issue of crimes against women. As if you follow my work over a long period of time, you would know that this is fundamental to me. So I am totally a champion of this cause to fight against violence against women, but I'm seizing the opportunity to speak more widely. We might not have another opportunity like this.
And finally, Doc, and as you say, we may not have another opportunity like this. I just want to commend every single child, teacher, parent who got involved in that demonstration, not just physical demonstration, but by the wearing of the color, the discussion that came about as a result of it. I'm saying that this is a time for us to have a serious conversation on the issue. It started on Friday. Let us continue to ride this wave. Have a conversation at it. Let it start. They say the young children shall be the catalyst of a lot of things. And if what took place on Friday can be the catalyst for us to have a serious discussion and to start doing something, let it be. And I want to support that wholeheartedly, Dr. Richards. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Let me just, in my part in short, let me just say that we are getting awareness, and what we need to now move to, and which is what is when I get on that panel on Wednesday of this week. What I will, and what I shouldn't say I will, what we will now move to, how do you move from awareness to activism, to meaningful activism, to what actions can be taken? It's going to be a long and uphill thing. Solving this issue is not going to be a one-year thing, I'll tell you that. But we need to begin to now move towards some actions and activism on various social collaborators that can help us marginally to make a dent on this issue. So we will hit that on Wednesday, God's willing. Take care, Bing, and others. God bless you. Have a good Monday.
Thank you very much, Doc. Catch you tomorrow morning, God's willing. Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting one. And I want to thank you very much. Those of you who joined us online on Facebook Live.
Yes, and on WhatsApp.
And on WhatsApp. Those of you who listened via our FM band. Thank you very much. Our 103.9 dial. Thank you very much for being with us. Jill, this is the first time you and I have worked together.
Very first.
Wow. I want to say something.
Hold it thing.
What? Hold what?
I don't know. You scare me with things. You see, you're so unpredictable. Oh no.
What? I wanted to say, was it as good for you as it was for me, Jill?
Okay. Can I answer?
Yes.
Guys, tomorrow we chat with two members of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Mental Health Association as we raise awareness to the state of mental health in SVG from 9:30 till 10 live here on OMG. Hopefully, Bing will be able to get some benefit. 9:30 to 10.
You sure? You gotta double check that time.
Yeah, it says 9:30.
What are we talking about? Mental
10.
health?
Yes.
Mental health awareness? Okay.
I think that's the time the interview is gonna be from 9:30 until 10.
Who's gonna be?
It didn't say. It just says two members of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Mental Health Association.
Okay. All right. Shady, your mental health is intact there, buddy?
They come in just for being in it. They come
Your
in just
your song was a bit off this morning. You're cold.
Hangover.
Hangover from what, Shady? What did you do?
Zest.
You was zesting?
Yeah.
I hope nobody gonna bring an Indian baby for you again and say that's yours, Shady. Or you're still minding an Indian baby that's not yours.
Of course.
Okay, it's a good man day. All right, Shady, you had a good weekend, so that's good for you. You finding a bit off, Jill?
Not really.
Yeah, problems?
Considering what's going on with him, he's probably dehydrated right now.
Dehydrated.
Thirsty a lot. You need
if
some
again, but
caffeine
tell
and
me,
water.
tell me, we'll fix it together as a team. So bring your problems now. Is it now or never? You getting but?
Nah.
You sure?
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know, so you don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe there's a possibility.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
I don't know.
What do you think? What are the signs? Tell us now. Let's fix it now. Jill and I will fix it. What are the signs that's happening? She going out and leaving you alone at home to mind the baby?
I got some.
Shady?
Listen, baby, I got-
Shady, tell us now. Let's fix
I
it.
have some reason to.
Both ones if you're going walking with me this afternoon, Jill.
But you see, I thought we were friends,
Okay. We gonna help fix Shady's problem. He's getting but his woman is being unfaithful
There's
to
no
him.
fixing that.
You can't fix that? Shit is that bad? It's gone bad.
I'm
It's
just
gone
a little
bad.
hangover from last night. There's nothing.
So you were up arguing all night last night? You think it could fix?
I have to catch
You think you could catch a what?
a boat.
Can we
A
just-
boat?
Yeah.
You running away from her? Is that bad, Shady? Oh my God. So can't be fixed then. Shady, you got problems, buddy. Don't worry. Walk away, buddy. Walk away. There'll be others. I've done that before. There'll be others. Take your butt and wine on it, okay?
Good morning to the folks at
Yeah, Jill, go ahead. Jill, go ahead. Jill! What?
You put me in the state.
What?
Now you expect me to pull myself together just like that.
What?
Give me a minute, man.
We're trying to help Shady here. We're trying to help Shady here. You don't want to help Shady?
Okay, I'm composed.
Have you ever been cheated on, Joe?
That's a good question. And now I think back on it, yeah, once.
Once?
But it was not
How you know it's only
significant.
once?
Because it ended the first time I found out.
But how
So,
you know that you've not been cheated
to
on?
my knowledge, all right, since we're gonna get real technical with our answers, to
Mhm.
my knowledge, not that I know.
Well,
I
then
only
you
know
don't.
once.
We don't know if it's okay. You only know you
Yeah.
get cheated on once.
And that finished right
Because
there.
Shady's been cheated on all now, and he seems to be, he's accepting it.
He's
Did you
spreading
accept
some
it?
serious propaganda.
Did you accept it?
No.
You didn't accept your book?
Because my mother always said, you teach people how to treat you.
So you teach him? Teach him to butt you?
Listen, no, I meant, you see, you may get off the people.
Shady, we with you, buddy. Okay, we're going down with you, buddy. I ain't taking no boat, but you're going down with you, buddy. Gosh, buddy. Shady?
You should be an expert at this, you know. That I
got a lot of
Yeah.
licks in that department.
Okay.
I got plenty of licks in that department. That's what I mean.
And you've learned, right? You've learned.
No. I button back. Oh no. I have on my horns. Make my song, Shady. Make my song to me again.
Can I do this like
Shady, leave
real
my song.
quick?
Leave my song. Please, I beg you.
Shady, no.
Leave it the same one.
Shady.
Shady. You don't want to be asking about this man. You
At
played all the
Pharmacy Plus, you can get your personal care,
Man,
your
your
hair
belly.
care, your prescription, your
No, Shady,
dental,
another one.
over the counter, and medical supplies at affordable prices. They're located on Egmont Street, opposite Home Collection, and open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't forget Bomani, Bing, we need to go.
Yeah,
Let's
we
make
do.
it a lime. You're saying so now.
No, I'm on.
Friday,
Okay.
Sunset Shores Beach Hotel.
From what time?
Let me get the time real
Going in
quick.
the VIP, the $200 section. Shady Payne, you got paid last night from Zest.
He makes a good point, you know, Shady. You could buy a few VIP
Shady,
tickets.
Shady, come to man. We ain't gonna walk. Shady, you playing on that event? The Bomani event. You're not playing on that? You don't know?
No.
He's got so much bookings, you don't even know what he's on. Shady, you're really taking on this thing?
The
You really don't
band
look well,
high profile, and they got a musical ensemble to back up the guest artists that are coming.
That's performing on the event on Friday night.
Yes. We
Yeah.
got Luther and
Busy Tone.
He will leave that down, right? Fire Empress Madzang, Chanel Mackenzie, Johnny Rebel Keto, and more.
That's this Friday night.
Yes,
And
this
the
Friday.
tickets are
there are different prices. VIP, where you have everything: dinner, show, and dance, $200. Semi-inclusive VIP, $150. General entry tickets are $60. But if you don't want to have to move all the time and have everything covered, your drinks, your food, your little snacks, do the $200.
Where can I get those tickets?
You can get them at Caress City Store, Smooth Juice Bar. And of course, we got to mention our sponsors, the folks at National Properties, the CDC, Bank of SVG, Sunset Shores, the Beach Hotel, SVG Tourism Authority, ECGC, Caress Hazels, Caress Distribution, and Building and Loan, and Boom
We're going to be telling you all about that this week. We're going to bring him in this week as well, too. Yeah, Bamani? Yeah, we're going to ask him if you've ever been booked.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Ban your belly! Shady, let's go. Bring it. Bring it. This was Jill and them. All the bad-minded people and them. Let me go. Bring Jill and them for shit this morning. Oh, Lord.
Ban your belly.
You know you love me, Jill. You know you love me. Until tomorrow, folks, we gonna love you. Ban your belly.
Hear me now. I never bad mind nobody yet.